Good evening, Internet!
Oh, bloody live.
Hello!
Thank you for the countdown there, Jack.
Yeah, no
That
problem. I thought I'd throw that in there. Welcome everybody to episode 11.
Whoa.
Episode 11 of the Star
Apparently.
Engine. Back by unpopular demand here once again.
Who's been
It is
demanding?
Nollis. We've got the full six back as one, and we are here to entertain and to play a little bit of Dungeons and Dragons.
Dungeons and Dragons.
Hello, boys. Pink lemonade?
Mom!
You sure it's the
Hello,
best
everybody.
cheese?
Hello.
Thank you once again for everyone
Oh,
who's
yeah.
joining us this week.
No, thank you.
We will start, as we so often do, with the sacred summary.
Collaboration! It's not really a summary, it's a collaboration. Because once again, my life is busy. Okay, so you're all gonna help me out.
We're gonna help, are you?
You're gonna help me out, but we'll see how far I get first. Okay, we started the previous session with Claro emerging from Blaze's coal hole. He then had his new familiar,
That's what they call it.
Reap, the tiny little owl, which has the voice of Matt Berry. The team went to the waterfall because he collected with the group. They went under the waterfall and had a chat with our halfling friends. They made the decision to try and finish the festival, complete it, to try and break the magic. So they went out to the dead bird. They dragged the dead bird to Pug's Pie Hole, which is the tradition of the festival. And as soon as they took it through the door of the pie hole, it just turned into meat. It was just meat. And a delicious
Sliced,
looking.
cooked and delicious.
Yummy. Claro thought something was up there, so he grabbed a little bit of meat and walked out of town. As he walked out of town and crossed the precipice, the meat turned into meat, but not lovely cooked meat. Torn, recently dead meat from a bird. Having seen the halflings eating the meat in the pie hole, it raised questions about what was going to happen.
And stomachs.
And stomachs. So he went back to the team. The team had a chat. And we agreed that we would take Blaze's body out of town to just confirm what was going on.
You should point out that at this point, Blaze was a pile of sliced meat.
He was
on
still
his bed.
on his bed. Malcolm agreed that he would be the best pile of meat to move because he's on a lovely piece of linen that we can wrap up and take out. The team collected the body and started dragging it out of town. On their way out of town, they collected Hill Haley, a little halfling lady.
Collected.
Yes,
Sort
stuffed
of. She didn't want to leave, but we kind of dragged her with us because she didn't seem very well. And again, upon crossing the precipice of the town, Hill Haley, her mind came back to her, and she realised that she hadn't been well for a very long period of time, and that something strange was happening. She was gaunt. She didn't look very well. It became apparent to the group that she hadn't been eating. And this was perhaps why people in the town were dying, and we confirmed that by unwrapping Blaze's what now body from the linen. Not very nice. So, as a team, we decided we would take all the halflings out of town. That was the safest place to get them. So we returned back to the pie hole where the Brock also was. This was part of our original plan. And Aaron helped us collect all of the halflings and return them outside of Fastbrock. On getting outside, they were all quite tired and weary. They didn't look well. Some of them were quite ill because they'd just eaten a whole bunch of uncooked bird. And the team discussed with Aaron what the best thing to do was to protect these halflings. There was nowhere to go. We agreed that the best plan of action was to go to Broga.
Sent them to Broga.
Of course. And Aaron, we described to him to talk to Garrick from Garrick's Galoshes and mention our names, but to no one else, because that would be a bad idea. So he headed on with the halflings and the rest of the group, excluding Nollis, who we didn't know where he was.
We didn't care very much.
Not really.
I tried. I tried to look for you, but
we had a feeling he was fine. We headed on to Dathkar Crag. After turbo travelling over the break, thank you for that, we ended up on the outskirts of the city of Dathkar Crag, which had a number of colourful fields outside of it of flowers. The consensus was that maybe these were dyes used for dyeing the brock wool, and there's clearly an interesting infrastructure there. We saw the city through the eyes of Reap, and it was surrounded by a mist, the wall. So we headed towards the city, and using stealth for once, thank you very much, Thorinir, we headed towards it and took a left as opposed to going straight through the gate, because going straight to the gate has not worked for us in the past, and got collected in this strange mist. As we walked our way through the strange mist, we actually managed to circumvent the wall. We didn't find it. So there's obviously something strange going on there. We stealthed our way through the town, eventually finding what appears to be a pub, and avoided a creepy-looking girl around a water pool. Our friend Malcolm went into the pub and had a chat with the...
Trying to find out what was going on in
Denzians, and they were giving you nothing.
No.
And went upstairs to check some doors. The three of us, Claire, Zola and Thorinir, were confronted by like a bronze automated pole with like maybe directions on, but everything was in halfling, so we couldn't understand a single thing.
I really hope you can speak halfling.
Really do hope that. And we finished the session with Malcolm being confronted through one of the doors upstairs by a man wearing a white porcelain mask with a black tentacle coming out the back of his head.
Yeah.
We can only assume that's going to be a bad thing, but we'll find out in this session of DieRolling.
Thank you.
Fantastic. Fantastic. Barely needed any collaboration whatsoever. Absolutely.
Barely
brilliant.
any prep.
But we'll take some of that credit.
Thank you.
We'll take it anyway. Absolutely.
Malcolm,
Who, me? Oh.
please make a charisma saving throw.
starting early.
Start as we mean to go
Starting
on.
early.
Oh, good. That's that's 5.
The mask leaps from this halfling in front of you, grabs hold of your face. This tentacle still emanating out the back of the room, through disappearing out through the window, seemingly, of this bedroom that you're looking into. And it, before you can react, overtakes your face, overtakes your mind.
Oh, that's no good.
Is it the other side? Oh no, sorry.
Who can go and see him?
I just shit myself.
None
He's
of us.
upstairs, I
We
believe,
knew he
yeah.
was upstairs, but we're at the bottom.
Okay. You still, this halfling now stood there in front of you, does not have this mask on. He's looking at you, pale, and just backs away into the room. The other halfling that stood at the top of the stairs stands looking at you, just turns around and starts to walk in a very upright and purposeful way back down the staircase.
I'm completely unaware of any of this happening. After the mask.
You have the mask, you can see this happening around you.
Right, okay.
But you still have control of your person. You just have this additional feeling.
Okay.
Malcolm, are you up there?
Am I able to speak?
Yes.
Yes. Help.
Okay.
Help!
Who's going up?
You see this small
Sure,
halfling
wow.
just come down the stairs. Again, this is the same one you believe that you saw through the window previously. Stood with his white shirt, sleeves rolled up, his very well groomed black hair, his pale face.
How does he look?
He looks deadpan.
Okay. Not nefarious.
Walking very straight, purposefully forward.
Cool. Claire's going to pat him on the shoulder. Hey! Is Malcolm up there?
Just turns to you. Hurry.
Yep, I heard the same. And he's going to just head up the stairs.
He's walking.
He's politely
Walks
loud.
past the others if you're in there as well.
I'm going to try and communicate to him. Just in. Does he know Gnomish?
Oh, try it.
Hello. In Gnomish.
How does that sound?
Cop out.
Hello. It's what it sounds like.
Conveniently, it's the same, it's the
is,
same
yeah.
word
It
in
sounds
both,
like it is, yeah.
in both languages.
It's a
Yeah.
borrowed word.
He turns to you, but carries on.
I will say hello in Undercommon. Does he know Undercommon?
Are you sorry? Still talking to you in this
Take-
language you don't understand.
Take that as a no then.
He goes, and if you let him, he walks past you and sits back down on that wooden chair just by the table where he was sat previously. Tucks himself back in. You see Malcolm as you're at the bottom of the stairs. You see Malcolm at
Yeah.
the top of the stairs, and as you start to get up there, you realise pretty quickly he's wearing this white mask on his face. It's featureless. These two burning black holes deep in where his eye sockets should be. You see this hole where either a mouth or a nose should be. You can tell it's Malcolm from his clothes, but he's got none of his features remaining. This tentacle, this black shadowy tentacle now emanates from the top of his head, disappears around the corner out of your eyesight.
Malcolm?
Hello.
What's going on?
I don't know. I don't know. How much control do I have?
You feel relatively in control. You're still yourself, but just yes with this.
I think I'm dead.
Sure, but you're talking to me and I'm alive, so...
Yeah. This mask was on one of the halflings.
Okay.
Um,
And you put it on?
no, it leapt onto my face.
Cool. He's going to back away. Back away down the stairs.
Try pulling it off.
I'll try pulling the mask off.
You can, yeah, if you'd like to make a strength check.
Ooh, that's quite good. That's 20, not natural.
20. You manage to just prise this mask off of yourself, and you feel it trying to come back to you as you're pulling it away. You remove it from your face. You snap it off. I guess it's slightly out of your eyesight now. You snap it off away from you, and it recoils back through the room out
With the tentacle.
with the tentacle out of the window, away from you. You've lost sight of it. You can give me another charisma save.
Sounds a bit Jim Carrey.
Ooh, that's better. That's 16.
16. You feel you partly feel what you were feeling previously, but you
Okay.
feel alive.
Okay. I'll shout down the stairs. Claro, I've got the mask off. Something very weird going on here. And I'll head down the stairs and impart to my fellows what has just happened.
Sure.
Where's the other halfling? The one that was...
So there was the one that just ducked back into the room upstairs.
Right, that was the one that had the mask on before.
That's right.
Squatty
And the
man.
other one is just sat upright in this wooden chair in the centre of this bar, not really paying any of you any attention,
So,
looking
yes.
with his back to you all.
There was another halfling up in one of the rooms upstairs. He had that mask on his face. The moment I looked at him, the mask attached itself to my face, but I managed to pull it off. And then it disappeared out the window. I saw that. There's some weird shit going on here.
I have to say I've never experienced flying masks before, but I think we should be on a defence.
You didn't
Yeah.
drink any mead on your way up, did you?
No.
I
Didn't
saw the
drink
mask
anything.
for it and it was real.
No.
The halfling that
Or did
was-
I drink mead?
the halfling that had been wearing the mask is still upstairs.
You want to hassle him? Can he speak English?
Well, the mask.
Common?
I think. I think the mask has gone.
Common English?
So, yeah, I think we should go and try and talk to him if we can.
You first.
Yeah, I want to have somebody else with me just in case the same thing happens.
I think we
again
should all
back.
go so we don't get caught out.
Yes.
We have a saying in Equa, don't split the party.
Very good. I like that saying.
Yeah, it's for pies. But cool. Let's go.
So you're ascending these narrow wooden stairs. A couple of you have to just duck a little as you're ascending.
These stairs are considerably narrow.
halfling-sized stairwell. And they're quite a good fit for you, Zolan.
That's very nice, yeah. It's about time.
You head to the top of this staircase, back onto this wooden floorboarded landing with the white walls. And then the door is still open to the room on the right, which is the one where you first entered.
I'm very cautiously looking into the room.
Okay. So you can kind of make out...
If I see anything that looks like a hovering white mask, I'm going to slam the door.
So the window is shut. You can see that you can make out the shadow of where you think the halfling is just behind the door.
Is it dark in here?
It's the daytime. Although it's later in the day. It's mid-afternoon, I think, from memory. And the light there's a shard of light in this upstairs room. So it's dim in places, but it's perfectly. You can see in here perfectly well.
Hello?
You see him lean his head round to the side. Again, he looks very similar to this other halfling, but his hair's not quite as well kept. But he's wearing the same white shirt, and he's just looking across at you.
So I'll say hello in common and also in Elvish, just in case.
And same reaction. He doesn't seem to understand you.
I will also communicate to him in Gnomish and or Undercommon.
Sure. Same thing each time he looks at you fairly vacantly, he tries to respond, but is unable to communicate.
I'm going to speak to him in Druidic.
Okay. So, go ahead, Steiner. You do a good job.
Not very expressive like
Very. I copy exactly what he says.
And Clara gives him a which you're aware is goblin.
He's kneeling down under one of these tables. He's just rocking a little bit. You can see like a bead of sweat rolling down him. Just looks a bit unwell or panicked. Or
I'm going to try by dint of a sort of shadow play, sign language, try and say, ask kind of thing. See if I can get him to understand.
I didn't understand that.
Give me a performance.
Human Carl didn't understand that.
English Carl.
That's performance. That's 3.
Strong.
No, I didn't think that was. There we go. That's it. That's
As
all
you're
you're
doing
going to
it,
get.
you just notice he's picked up his this blade that he had on the floor next to him.
Okay.
He's just got it in his hand and he's just looking up, kind of at you.
Okay. I'm going to back out. Shut the door.
Malcolm, the window's closed. Yes.
Yes.
Then maybe the smoky thing's in here.
It's not in there. When it came off of me, it just disappeared straight out of the room. It doesn't seem to need to have open windows.
The last weird town we were in, we just dragged everyone out of it. Maybe we just drag him out of here.
Yeah, maybe later. At the moment, he seems very angry, and he's got a knife.
Okay.
I don't want to be stabbed in the ankle.
Okay.
So, yes, shut the door and backing off.
Okay.
I suggest we tie him up. We've just, as usual, busted in. We've announced our presence, and now we're just going to leave him. We can't just leave this guy. We either kill him or we tie him.
Zolan is usually the voice of reason.
At the end of the we still haven't.
It would be great sage and wisdom to know
We
this place.
know nothing about this town, and now people know we're here. We've got to.
And mechanical signs, don't
Yeah,
we?
yeah, they do. Yeah. I think the least we can
Mechanical
do.
signs? What?
As a
Wish I
poll.
did.
Yeah, it's a
Okay.
short story which we'll tell you later.
Yeah.
Okay.
I will cut you 2 meters of rope.
We'll try and subdue him and tie him up.
What are you going
to cut it with?
My hand axe.
Not your crossbow?
No, I don't have a crossbow. I left that at the top of the pile. That's why I want to look for weapons.
Okay. Yeah. We'll I'll go. Right.
You should go
I'll
in,
subdue
Malcolm.
him. You tie him up.
Cool.
I just wanted to say one thing. Do you remember
Hand on the door handle
the
thing.
guy in Callus who took forever to knock out?
This is a halfling.
Yeah, we're not going to knock him out.
How hard
We're
can
just
it be?
tying him up
Okay.
and making sure he's not getting out.
Okay.
How hard can it be? It's just a halfling.
And the guy in the blue forest who we
Just a halfling.
You guys go. Me and Thorinir got the door.
Okay. Right, so I'm going to burst in and
Surprise!
full on A-team style, kick the door in and attempt to grapple him to the floor before he has a chance to stab me.
Okay, so as you go in, you realise he's still under this little desk in there with his blade, kind of hand on the blade. You caught him off guard. He looks up to you.
Are you screaming at him?
And you're trying to just grapple
Yeah,
him.
grapple him,
basically.
grab his arms, pin them to the side,
Yeah, so
put him down on the floor.
Make an athletics roll, please.
Dearie, lordy, dearie. Actually, my athletics is quite... You sure you don't want to have acrobatics?
He's using acrobatics.
Oh, buggery. That's 11.
11. It's enough. So he's. You would have had advantage as well because he's prone. So yeah, you get on top of him and you just kind of restrain him,
down.
bear hug him.
Yeah,
He
holding his
does-
wrist.
He's not resisting forcefully. But he's he's got a little bit of a squirm on him. You realise just how kind of sweaty he is, and he just looks sickly as you get close to him.
I hope I don't look that horrible as well, having worn the mask.
You
Okay.
yeah, so
Tie
you
him
have
up.
him held down. You're coming in and trying to bind him.
Yeah,
with the
he's
rope.
getting bound right up.
Fine. Minimal resistance from him. He looks a little bit worried.
And the bonds aren't going to be that tight then. If he's not resisting that much, just going to make sure he's...
Just so they can't hurt himself.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. And are you tying him to anything in particular? There's like a desk in there, there's a small bed.
How heavy is that desk?
It's a... Yeah, probably...
Exactly. How heavy is it?
Yeah. Is he going to be able to lift it if he's going to struggle?
Possibly.
No then. I'm just
Time
gonna,
to the bed.
we'll time to the bed.
Cuff him to the radiator.
Right, so you lift up
Yeah.
we'll lift up one of the
Simon
legs
Bowell.
and
Yeah.
kind of
Yeah.
tie him to the underside of one.
And we'll be a little bit like, it's okay. Just,
It's for your own
Yeah,
good,
yeah.
sunshine.
Okay. Just kind of looking over his shoulder a little bit as you do.
and I'll be like that. You?
It doesn't say anything.
While I'm in here, I'm going to search the desk.
Certainly, yes. So you have a rifle 3, make an investigation roll.
Oh, there's a rifle in there.
Whee!
Oh, for heaven's sake. That's 5.
Nothing interesting.
Anybody else want to look? Because evidently I've just gone, ooh, a desk.
It's a bad at searching things.
Spirit level out. Just making sure it's straight.
So we're in the corridor, right?
Guess so.
Yeah, Clary's just got his knife just digging into the wooden wall. Yeah. And he realises we've never really had a casual conversation. And it's like a
Yeah.
little bit awkward. So he's like, so what do you do when you're not like in trees?
Druiding.
In trees and stuff.
What do you do when you're not talking to dead things?
Hang out with my owl. Carving words.
There's 3 other rooms.
I was waiting.
Okay. So you've bound.
Yeah. Okay. Not a lot else we can do here.
Is it clear that he knows to be stum?
He saw you do it.
That's fine. Do you think it's clear?
I can give me an insight roll.
Yes. I want to make sure he knows. Keep your bloody mouth shut, and it'll all be alright.
Have you not gagged him?
It's not very good. Oh well, I might make that decision right now if he needs gagging or not.
An old sock in his mouth.
What was it? Insight. 7.
He might do. He certainly saw you.
Well,
Stick a sock in his mouth.
yeah.
One of his.
One of his, yeah.
Stab.
Yeah, that's good idea. Yeah.
So you can peel off his little sock.
Yeah,
It's got a hole in the big toe.
that's fine.
Pulls it off
It's not going to
Slides
affect
it
its
Yeah.
ability to mute him.
over the hairy feet. The wide, flat, hairy feet.
Yeah, halflings wear socks.
In this
one does.
establishment,
This one does. That's good.
Uh,
That's good because we needed that sock.
It's getting vaguely sexual.
Careful.
What's next?
Peel it off and then just shove it in his mouth. Fine. Minimal resistance again.
And we'll head out.
Okay. Okay.
What did the sock smell like?
Just a very
Halfling
footy, yeah.
Very, it's not going to be nice in the mouth.
No. No, definitely not.
Can we have a clip of that? 'Cause I was- yeah.
Right, okay. Well, we've made a start on the town then. Back downstairs.
What did you do to him?
Subdued him, socked him one.
Okay.
There's one more downstairs.
Do we need to subdue him?
I don't know. What do
We
you
could
think?
just go around town just subduing everyone.
Well, it's better than going around town murdering everybody, isn't it?
I didn't do anything! I didn't. Okay.
Back downstairs.
Do we subdue him?
This is a dead end. I don't think we need to. I don't. Honestly, I
He's
don't.
not going to find that guy all the way upstairs.
To be honest, I don't think they're going to do anything. They're just. The only reason.
What are these people?
The
These little halflings. Why are they dressed so formal?
out of all of this, the thing that you're most concerned about is their clothing.
Yes.
I've got no idea. Maybe they're all.
It looks like a cult.
Maybe they're all butlers.
Let's subdue him and then find the bank and the things we're meant to be doing.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you want to subdue him, that's fine. You go ahead and subdue him. I don't think we need to.
Clara, have a go.
Okay.
Yeah. He's going to sneak on downstairs.
Is this one wearing
Sneak.
socks?
Stealth roll.
Sneaky.
He's like, I'll do it. Yeah. It's all right, 11.
Still got the spell.
You-
Still have a
Oh,
plus
we
10 as
do,
well.
yeah. 21.
Yeah, incredibly sneaky. You're like a ghost.
Sneak on down. And then he's going to just... he's gonna use. I didn't ask for any rope or anything. He's just gonna realise this is a really bad idea, and then just call up the stairs. I changed my mind.
In a stealthy manner.
No.
The halfling still has his back
Yeah.
to you, remains.
I don't.
motionless
Honestly, I
throughout.
don't. As I come down the stairs, I don't think we need to. The only reason I wanted to subdue him was because he had a blade, and I was worried. Actually, more than anything else, he might hurt himself. They.
Who are you talking to him downstairs?
I just come down the stairs.
Okay. Cool.
I just. They seem to be out of it. To me.
Okay. Let's find the bank.
Okay.
Well, keep an eye out for spooky flying masks.
Yeah.
right, guys?
Yes. Very much keep an eye out for spooky fly. If you see anybody wearing a white mask, do not approach.
Not even if you have a sock. At the
Only
ready.
if it's full of sand.
Okay.
Wet sand.
Okay.
Or pool balls.
While we're here, though, can I have a look round the bar to see if there's anything
to drink.
that might help? No, just see if there's anything that looks out of the ordinary, anything that might explain why these two are so bizarrely out of it.
Sure. So yeah, if you could give me investigation roll.
Ooh, that's better. That is 21.
21. So you look around. You notice that there are these seem a bit like crates kind of near the back of them, behind the bar, which looks like they might have some fluids in them. You also notice everything looks a little bit like unkempt, but not in the sense that everything's messy and dirty.
Just hasn't been cleaned for a while.
It looks like this. You can tell from some of the formation and the dust, for example, that there's knives on the table that have been there for over a week, or 10 days, we say here. So it looks like, there's areas, even though it seems to be open, it's surprising that the areas that
The
are
whole
untouched.
place looks like it hasn't been touched for quite some time. In part-
Not ludicrously long, but
but enough to be suspicious.
notable.
Yeah, okay. But there's nothing. What's in these crates?
So you walk over to them.
Yep.
They are tapped.
That's what I thought. Gamble eggs.
They are tapped, and there are some wooden vessels, like mugs, to the side of them. So if you'd like to try and open a tap,
Yeah, I'll pour a mug. Just I'm not going to drink it. Just have a look.
it looks.
So they all say.
From it, you hear the sweet trickle of what looks like a golden mead.
While this is going on, I just want to check the behaviour of our halfling friend that's also here. not say anything, but just keep an eye on him to see how he's reacting to Malcolm just rummaging through his wares.
He's fairly poker faced throughout.
Yeah.
He's quite. He's in his own world.
Clara, do you want to have a look at this mead with your magic sight
Don't
thing?
drink the Kool-Aid.
Can I investigate the mead, please?
Sure.
Investigate a couple more, please.
It's 14.
14.
He's going to walk on over and he's just going to be like,
You smell it. You look at it. You tasting some?
no.
No. Okay. Smell it and look at it. See, nothing strikes you as odd.
It looks like every other mead I've ever seen, Malcolm.
Okay. So it's not the drink.
Well, we don't know that.
Can't waste it now.
Zolan, we poured you a drink.
Talking about waste, we're wasting a lot of time at the moment.
Okay.
We've got
Yeah,
we've got
alright,
we've got a spell that's got a finite time, and we're wasting it
Savage.
looking at mead. Let's go and
Savage.
investigate the
Yeah.
town with this.
Alright.
To the street, you take point.
We're just out the door. Well, we need to
How can you get
stealth
past
up.
this pole?
Don't worry about the pole. It's not the pole's not threatening.
It looks
At the
threatening.
moment, it's just a pole. Don't worry about it. It's just a pole.
So you're going
It's like a metal tree.
back through the front door because you've got the back door out the other side as well.
Oh,
We can
have a little-
outflank the
can we have a
pole.
little look at the back door because we need to.
The ball.
We need to stealth up. So, is there anything? Is that to an alleyway with boxes
No,
that
so
we?
if you recall,
It
the back,
leads to the
the
pool.
back door
out
leads to this kind of steaming pool.
Why isn't
Ah,
there
and
a
you
weird,
also
that's
got-
weird
The
girl
little
there?
Yeah, it's the girl
girl
there.
halfling is she
That's
sits out
right.
there.
Yeah, she is indeed. You've got the wooden chair, and then you can't see her face from this angle. She's kind of facing towards the pool, but she's got this black robe shawl that's kind of covering her whole body, just sat there.
Can I open the front door and have a little look outside? Not worried
The front door?
about the pole. Yeah, I just want to see if there's any more people out there.
Certainly. So the pole
I'm a
is
bit
still
worried about
exactly
the pole,
where
right?
where it was. Stood just out the front there
Civilization.
with
Waiting for you.
the halfling script on
Yeah.
it. There's nobody else that draws your attention immediately, but you can give me a perception roll.
Are there any alleyways nearby as well that we can potentially duck into? Perception. Oh, where are you? Perception. 14.
14. So over the other side of the road, you've got this slightly larger, squarer building, which looks a little grander. If you remember, behind that, slightly away to the left as you look, or the west,
Yeah.
is this tiered building that's maybe 5 or 6 stories high. That appears bigger at the front, at the bottom, and narrower at the top, but it's staggered in these square tiers. You also just make out, just out of the corner of your eye, what you think might be just some movement, you just sense there's somebody there, just the corner of your eye, just for a second, just right by the edge of a building.
Is it a second pole?
I don't know.
We got your back, Zolan. Let's go.
We need to find somewhere to stealth up. We can't start running around the town
We've got this haze upon us.
just to
We can
stealth
barely be seen.
in the middle of the road. Well, we can try it.
Let's go.
Well, go where though? That's
Well,
the thing.
the
We're just
big-
going to
the
run.
big- to the
The
bigger
big grand
building.
building. We'll go to.
It
We'll
could
try
be a
that.
temple or like an
Or
arcade.
a bank.
Let's go.
Okay, so you're all leaving by the leaving from the front door, heading out into this main street. Again, you're greeted by these kind of bronze trimmed buildings, these
Is that
square
pole?
roofs.
That's the pole.
That's the pole.
Don't
Is
worry
that
about,
the
don't worry
pole?
about the
the
pole.
pole
The
we're
pole's
talking
fine.
about.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
How
pole's
do you
fine.
feel about the pole?
Well,
Do you think it's a bit menacing?
I can't read what's written on it. Is
No.
that writing?
Halfling. Let's run quick.
I'm going to hide behind
This is
my
descending into
little
flash.
gnome friends here when we go past this pole.
Should we are we
Like
going
a
to cross
cat
the
and a
street?
cucumber.
Yeah.
To the bigger building?
Straight over.
We need to find cover to stealth in.
We've got no cover.
There's
Exactly,
nobody
that's what
around.
I'm
Why are
looking-
you so concerned about stealthing all the time? The whole town is deserted, and whoever is here seems to be like our friends in there.
Mal, can
While
you?
they're arguing, Chloe's just going to run across the street with like a ooh.
Okay, there's like a little archway underneath one of these buildings that you can kind of duck in. It's a
Go
logical
in.
place to dart
Yeah.
to. And this is kind of an ornate building. It's like 4 archways. You're sort of stood in the middle of it, and you can kind of look out. It's like a little cover, like a little almost mini bandstand or something like that you're able to kind of shelter in.
Reap telepathics in. He's like, I love your work. Yeah.
You each head across the streets.
Yeah, I'm gonna run across as well. Yeah.
Okay, so as you stand in this location, you look back at this steaming pool over the other side, and then behind you, you realise you're now looking back into this huge, probably central square of this city. And there's a great big building in the middle, domed building in the middle of it. So quite low, and it looks like a story high. And it's flattened roof, just like everywhere else. Really, really embellished and colourful. There's lots of reds and greens in the patterning around the outside.
Sorry, we're next to this building, or we're looking in?
You're looking, so you're kind of at the perimeter of this square,
Yeah.
in this arch, and you're looking into the centre where this great building is. It just fills the whole centre of this square. And it's domed as well. It's got this brass or copper framed dome, but it's glass panelled, so you've got these big glass panels on top.
Doesn't that sound like one
This
of the
dome.
places we were supposed to look for?
The round flower room.
Yeah, but isn't that really dangerous? Like, that was the place we were going to go last.
I think this whole place is dangerous, in all honesty.
That dome's a bit higher, I should say, as well.
Yeah.
So most of the building is long and flat,
Yeah.
but that dome's just this little bit higher.
Michael just got face
The other
pad
thing,
with a mask.
the other thing you
Dangerous.
notice is to your left
Everything around
is
here is
this
dangerous.
again that big, tall, tiered building. Again, very, very grand, big. There's halfling text on the front of it that you can't quite make out. You realise that again, you hear this mechanical noise, this kind of whizzing, and from your left, a couple of you jump as this pole takes off on the rails again and reappears kind of right in front of you, slightly wobbles as it stops right in front of you.
Can I investigate for some buttons to, like, turn it off?
Sure.
Do you know what I mean? Because,
Yeah.
like,
Do you even know
Make
what
an investigation
buttons-
roll.
Rub the pole.
15?
15.
Yeah.
You can see the hinges on all these little panels that look like they might spring up.
Yeah.
You can't see any method of controlling them.
You're just, like, really giving it the old... It's nothing to control this thing. If it's just going to...
Right behind.
Yeah. Can I roll for stealth around one of these arches? Is that enough cover for a stealth roll?
Yeah.
It's going to be a 20-30, I think. I've got +4.
Grief.
Have I got +4?
I mean, that's fine.
Yeah. No, it's not. It's 28.
Okay, that's good.
I'm in stealth.
You're seen.
I'm like, goodbye. See you later.
And then I can't.
Your passive perception. Who's got 13 passive perception?
Not me.
I do.
14.
I've got 12.
13, 14.
Strong
Very
11.
good.
So the two of you hear somebody behind you.
Someone behind us.
There's just kind of the scuttling of feet on stone.
Okay. There's someone behind us.
It's another pole.
Somebody draw a weapon. He's got a weapon.
Oh, okay. I'll pull my staff out and turn round to face whoever's behind us.
Can't see anybody there.
Of course I can't. No, that would be too easy. Right.
Can I look a little harder?
You can make a perception roll.
What you mean? You're just going to stand there like that?
23.
Strong.
You, Nollis, can you give me your your stealth roll, please?
16.
Oh,
You see a blue leg just
Just
kind
the
of
leg.
behind.
How big's this
Nothing
leg?
else. Just
Not a size. You see a
But
blue.
normal knowledge size.
Yeah, normal.
not
size.
18 foot
Yeah.
You see a
tall.
blue leg just coming out of another archway, just from the building adjacent to you.
I'm going to knock an arrow just next to it. Or like send an arrow next to it.
Okay, just try and fire it to miss it intentionally.
Yeah, because
Just
I know.
give me an attack roll.
Ow!
Don't get one.
Bastard!
17.
So
You're aiming to miss.
About
So you've successfully missed.
3 inches from your foot, this arrow just pings. You see the foot just withdraw.
And I'm gonna say, this place is for the strong only, friend.
I don't know who you're talking to.
I think it's Nollis.
I'm a
You
stealth.
think?
I'm out.
I say it to Malcolm.
Where's Zolan? Did you leave him?
He's around. He's
What's-
just real little.
What's the pole?
Come out from around there
I
and
don't want
come
to.
see us.
Why are you hiding?
It's weird.
It's strange here.
You don't know the half of it.
You can't even take a bath without a little girl watching you.
Ah.
Come over
Okay.
here.
What are you guys doing?
We're talking over here. We're doing
Yeah.
things real
They
slowly.
come up really slowly.
Okay.
Come over. What is wrong with this place?
Pretty much everything from what we can gather. Have you seen anybody with a white mask on?
No.
Oh, good. Don't go anywhere near them if you do.
I saw you guys over in the tavern. I thought I would wait and see what happened. In case you were eaten by a thing.
I very nearly was eaten by a thing. Big white mask on my face. Scary. Ooh, horrible.
That sounds unpleasant.
Was.
Did it leave any residue on you?
Not that I know of.
We didn't check him for residue.
Yeah, should we examine his face?
Oh, you're all covered in residue. All sorts. You haven't had a shower for
I just
20 days.
Not-
Oh yeah,
not
no,
bad.
actually that's true. Nollis for the first time
First
is looking very rejuvenated.
gleaming. Absolutely gleaming.
Yeah, no, just nicely
Blue.
blue.
white dressing gown.
Nicely blue.
One of those
Spa day.
Yeah.
Hair slicked back.
Yeah, hair slicked back. Waving
You're looking good.
slowly.
Looking good.
Thank you. You could do with a bath.
Yeah. I think you're
Also-
probably right.
Yeah, I'm gonna examine him for mask residue.
Okay, so you make an investigation roll.
Oops, can't.
Oh.
That's a 0.
Why are you looking at me like that?
You've got something in your eye.
Oh, the residue!
That's a cucumber.
It's everywhere!
So are we going to go into this bank?
Zolan's looking for a shop of some kind.
I just want to look around.
What do you
Out
look
of the
for?
shadows.
Should we could move up the street and flank this square.
Let's have a little look. We can just look around.
Where the hell is he?
Let's stealth up and just look around.
Okay.
Let's have a
But
look.
what? For what?
Just to scope the place out.
We are here for bank, no? And the place for the
We're in a
house.
foreign land.
Yes, I thought this was the bank here.
Why don't we
It
go
says
take a look?
indicating the big building that we're standing next to.
So you've kind of got these two large buildings. There's the one which is very long, wide, and flat with the domed roof, and then there's the much taller building over to the left, which is this tiered, squared-off building. They both look pretty grand, and they've both got lots of golds and coppers and brasses and different colours and embellishments.
Nollis, which one do you reckon we should go for?
The one that is taller looks like it holds the best stuff.
An agreement?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Okay. Are we stealthing up?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why not?
Oh.
Bam!
Oh. Oh.
Have we still got the bonus?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, good.
And with that, I am 13.
17.
23.
How much is the bonus?
10.
10. Yeah, 17.
Nollis hasn't got the bonus, though. He doesn't.
I'm hoping I'm still in stealth.
And you pulled yourself
Was I
out of the shadows.
Still in stealth from before?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes, you
it's
are.
alright then.
Yeah. Okay. So 13 is your list. Okay, so you approach this long flat building. This is the one right in the centre of the
Don't
square.
know.
No, the tall one.
Apologies. You don't approach that one. You think about approaching it, but no. You head to the left and you head over to the taller building, which has a large wall which seems to be slightly detached from the building, then an open archway. Again, there's lots of these archways, and then these flat 90-degree angled structures all around, all nicely decorated. It's a very clean square, you notice. All the floor is kind of all cobbled around here. It's nice, it looks like if there were people, if this was a fully working city, as you would expect from a normal city, you would imagine a lot of life here, but it's eerily quiet and silent, considering it's the daytime. You head towards this great tall building. Again, as you look up kind of into the sun, you you look over the cliff face. You can just about make out this cliff face on the far end of the city in the horizon that just disappears kind of away into the mist. You start to make out this cliff face. It looks like buildings are built into this a little bit as well. But as you look up, the sun just about crusting over the top of that cliff face, shadow kind of on one half of the city, and you're just about on the cusp of where that shadow turns into bright light. You see, again, off the top of the ceiling, you see another dome, this kind of glass domed roof again, which seems to be a feature of some of these buildings. And you head inwards into the centre, past through this archway, and you're greeted by this large double wooden door with two large handles. It seems very grand and it's bigger than a human, although it's still very much halfling size. The handles are a little bit lower than you would expect to see in a human town.
I'm going to very carefully open the doors.
Okay.
Or one door. Stealthily.
So, again, you see some writing over the top of this door as well. It's kind of a slightly arched door. This big etched in metal,
Clara,
some
what
form
does
of
the-
halfling.
What does
Words.
the words say?
I can't read it. It's in halfling. Do you know halfling?
What is halfling?
Language of the
I
halfling.
do not know words.
Yeah, none of us can understand it.
It's pretty much the one language that none of you say.
Wait, halfling?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Okay, so you head.
Doesn't halfling share a script with common? I thought it did.
Not these halflings.
No, these are.
No, that would be
it's
way
just
too easy.
Or is it dwarf? No, it's sure it's a script with
It's
one.
Dath Cragian.
Oh.
So you head into this main room.
Anybody about?
As you walk in, your eyes adjusting. It's very, very dark generally, but it's dim light in here. But you've also got this great light that's coming through the roof, kind of half of this glass ceiling lets shadow, and half is kind of letting light in just from where that mountain or cliff face kind of creates that shard of light. So kind of the upper floors are a lot better lit than the lower floors, is what I'm getting at. It's this big rounded building that you kind of walked into. You notice straight away some tills and desks to either side of you through the main. There's two, one on the left, one on the right, and they've got the sort of tills and stools. You also notice these great crystal glass walkways above you. There's going to be an obvious stairwell up. You can see right round the edge of this probably 100-foot wide circle that you're in on this floor. And there just seems to be about 6 of these floors almost vertically up, and on what seems to be the first, the third and the 5th floor there are these crystal or glass walkways.
It's a fancy place.
Very grand.
You also notice in front of you there are two. Just consulting my map. There are two sort of boxes. They're rectangular podiums of sorts that seem to have something metallic on them. It looks like an odd thing. You can't really quite work out what it is.
It's solid, not hollow.
It's this
Well, it appears
metallic
so.
thing in the centre. It's a small thing. It's only so less than a foot high, but it's kind of brass or
So these are sat on
or
the
copper
plinths.
on top of these plinths, these wooden plinths. But it's not totally, first glance, just a strange alien thing to all of you. You also notice in the corner, well, there aren't corners, there's a circular room, but in 4 locations of this room, there are just little troughs that contain these flowers. So the bright red, similar flowers to the ones you saw coming in, reds, yellows, greens and blues, which just brighten up this whole floor. The whole place is lavish. This is rich, this is opulent. And the floor, it's kind of got this red tiling all across it. The walls are golden with wonderful designs. It's different to the squared off exterior, but it seems to be intentionally opulent and rich and decorative.
Okay, so the round flower room was the one we were not meant to be going to. Also, if there's tills, it could be the bank.
No, I think that's the other one, the round flower
Okay,
room.
this is meant to be a freaky place, so we're
Right.
either
Certainly
gonna
is freaky.
Dangerous, no?
see this through, in which case, let me know, or we're gonna get out of here.
There
Wait,
is
this is a round room with flowers in it.
Yeah, but I don't think
it's
this
not
is
the
the
round flower room.
round flower room. No, I think that's the other
There's a more
building.
round, more flowery room than this.
It
I
is
think-
rounder and also flowerier.
I think that's the other room. I think
Well, this is only based on
Fairly certain this is the
this
bank.
glance, no?
fairly sure this is the
Could be
bank.
anything. We have to find out.
Um,
None of
tills.
us can read, so we can have a look.
True enough. Just one initial observation. Is it as dusty as the inn? As
Let's make
unused?
an investigation roll.
Ooh,
That's a smart move.
yeah.
Well,
don't do
14.
Anywhere particularly you're investigating?
I'm just looking in general, having noted that the inn didn't look like it had been used for at least a 10-day.
Sure.
Remembering the lingo. Just looking, sort of run my fingers across the surfaces just to see.
So you look around a little bit. The floor is kind of shiny still, so it looks, even if it hadn't been cleaned probably for 10 days, it still looks really nice. As you walk over to one of these round desks, they're totally round, and the stools are in the interior, with kind of 4 tills, as it appears, on these different sides. And these tills are going to be alien to a lot of you. This is a strange, this is not the type of thing you're used to seeing necessarily. It looks quite high tech. As you get to one of these desks on the left-hand side, you're startled as pretty much immediately you realise that there's a halfling kind of half slumped over one of the stools that appears to have, with dried blood all over their head, is run down along the floor here. Certainly been dead for a little while because the blood's very much dried.
Okay, got a dead halfling here.
Nollis, I think you should pray to your god, and I'll pray to mine. He'll close his eyes, talk to the darkness, and call forth skeletal figure, which will phase in and phase out of his body, breaking bones, and then shake back into underneath his skin, casting false life.
What'd that do?
Just gives me extra HP for a little while,
Oh.
because I get the feeling it's all going to go wrong.
Brightens up the room a little bit temporarily as he casts it. This green light just emanating against these shiny surfaces. It's a really wonderful room.
Norris is going to try and track for footprints in the dust or in the ground or anything that might look halfling or something else.
Sure, so
And
you
what
make
direction?
yeah, survival.
Bam! Oh, jeepers! That's a 5.
Maybe
but
spread
roll
your
the one.
rolling space out a little bit.
Yeah.
A 5.
Yeah.
No.
No.
Looking, okay,
I can't tell anything in this place. There's no wonder the elves hated them. Look how opulent they are.
this is crazy. Looking for evidence, anything that might lead me to who killed this halfling. Anything, any
So just want to investigate the area generally
any
and the
blood
body.
trail or anything that. Also, are there similarly dead halflings at the other stations?
So you walk across to this. There's 2 of these round desk areas. They're quite low. You walk over to the other one. This one, there doesn't seem to be another body there.
So 17. That's 19 for investigation.
19.
Yeah.
You have a look. You see, there's not like a trail away. There's nothing that indicates. There's not even really anything that indicates a struggle or anything like that. The chair that's kind of slumped on looks to have kind of been knocked over, dislodged. Aside from that, he's just kind of awkwardly lying, sprawled backwards on it. He's wearing just some dark grey shirt and then black trousers. He's got his halfling. You can see his hairy halfling feet.
No socks.
No socks this time. And you realise, as you're kind of looking at him and you're investigating him, you notice one just very shiny golden ring just on his right hand. Just grabs your eye for a moment.
Waste not, want not.
I'm not taking it.
What?
Malcolm, you should check him for the key. Maybe he's one of the guys with the key.
Yeah, checking for the
I'm
key.
checking for a key.
Take the
You
ring.
continue to search or take the same investigation roll. You
Maybe
continue
the
to
ring is
search
the
his
key.
pockets, but he doesn't seem to have anything else of interest that you
Okay,
can
I will
find.
take the ring off his
You
finger.
slide off his finger. His finger feels very, very cold as you pull it off. Stiff rigor mortis is set in.
Pull it harder.
Sound effect.
Oops.
You pull it off. It's obviously a relatively smallish ring, as it's a halfling finger, but it seems like it would be worth about 3 gold.
Oh,
I'm not going to
Is
try.
that it?
I'm gonna
You are a
attempt
grave
to try.
robber now.
Shut your face.
I thought this would be useful, but now you are just a thief.
Are there any? You're not helping. You know this.
And there.
Where have you been anyway?
Don't worry about that.
Is there another
been to
room?
many places.
Another entrance to this room? Exit.
Yes, make a quick investigation around if you'd like.
You can't see doors, so
What do you mean I can't see?
depends on how you
Yeah,
roll.
there's nothing obvious, is what
I
I'm
will
saying,
help
but
you.
if you want to
I will
investigate.
help
12. That's 14.
14, so you kind of look right around the walls, just checking there's nothing you've missed.
No ways to get up to these walkways around the top.
There's nothing against the walls that indicates there's any kind of way to ascend.
Can I see up around and see if there's any doorways leading onto these walkways from?
Sure. So as you kind of peer up, it's tricky to see what's on any of the levels. So each of these levels seem to have a wall to the circumference of the circle in most of the areas, except for these kind of walkways, which certainly lead off to somewhere.
How tall is the next walkway?
How high?
Sorry, how high is it?
the
That's
stream,
how
yeah.
English works.
Yeah. So you're looking at somewhere between 25-30 feet up to each one.
Nice is going to tie the polished silver knife he has to the end of the rope, and just throw it over the walkway.
Okay. So even if you're not able to do it kind of first time, you can. That's quite a good throw actually. That distance, isn't it?
25 feet.
25.
Easy.
It's quite a heavy
You
rope.
can throw
I
a
think,
shot
that's all,
at 25 feet.
25 feet.
I'm a loud ass.
Yeah. Right. Just give me an athletics
Can
roll.
I get an advantage on it?
You can just give me an athletics roll to see if you're strong enough to get it
Zelda
out
can have
there.
advantage.
In that case, I'm also going to do it as blessing. Stacking the odds. That is a 26.
strong.
You clear it easily. You almost hit the next one.
If I hit the next one, that's fine.
So you throw it up and it kind of grappling hooks over the top, and kind of you see the other side, the other end of the rope come down off the other side of it.
Perfect. So I've got both ends of the rope.
Well, with a little bit of pulleying,
Yeah.
you could just about manipulate
Tie it
that.
off. Who's first?
I'm just gonna check these flowers out. So Clara will walk over to the flowers.
I forgot you were flower pervert.
It's not weird. He gets Shimmy's been bullied before. Gets his herbalism kit out, rolls the leather pouch open, cuts one of the flowers off, and checks to see what it is.
Sure. What colour flower are you on at the moon? There's red, yellow, blue, and green here.
So it's the colours from the fields. Probably blue.
Blue.
Or
So-
one of each, maybe.
Interesting choice.
So you investigate the flowers. If you'd like to give me a check using your tool proficiency,
He chose blue
this would
because I
be
am his favourite.
basically
Tool proficiency. I am proficient with herbalism
yes.
There you go.
Your
So
kit.
you're proficient for both.
kit. So +2. Okay. It's 18.
18. So you realise this is certainly the same flower that you saw out the front. As you're kind of investigating it, you realise that the petal, the colour and the pigment on the petal comes off on your hand easily, and it's a very bright, vibrant colour.
Yeah.
You're not sure what this flower is necessarily, but you're pretty confident that your first instincts
Residue.
might have been correct, that these would certainly make good plants to colour something.
He
Not as
rubs
fancy
it in
dice.
his hands and crushes it up, and he's like, Nollis hands.
That is racist.
You're blowing up.
Nollis face. Nollis face.
Somebody needs to get you a mandolin.
Nollis arms.
Rem, not Rem. That's old campaign.
Old campaign.
Old campaign.
Claire is just slightly blue in each
Da-da-dee-da-da-da.
on his best.
How many Constitution saving throws?
It's all right this time.
Now you have flower aids.
So the sudden the skin starts to crack and peel away.
Zola, do you want to get blue as well? You can.
I don't. I would like to investigate this dead person, please. I just want to discern how long they've died.
Still
Are
standing
they?
there tuned to
Have
the
they been
right.
here a week or is this recent? Oh, wait.
Anyone
Medicine
who's
check.
first? Anyone?
Listen,
Anybody want to go?
do we get advantage because he's my size?
And I'll ball you up.
No.
Then it's not very good. Remember medicine is. He has a strong 4.
He's dead.
Yeah,
He's dead. How long do I think he was?
He's a halfling. They're very. You didn't really.
Did he die today? Did he die last
You
week?
don't know enough about halflings.
Oh god.
Crawling with insects.
Oh, I know a little bit about dead bodies. If you want to.
Oh, well, just how long he's been here?
I'll
Is
give
there
it
an
a go.
assailant in this room, or is this a week ago? Like, how ready should
Yes.
it be?
Is there an assailant in the room?
I
Yeah.
got the skeleton defending me. I'm
How
fine.
about?
The one thing I know is he was recently robbed.
You can make a medicine roll
Oh, is it?
with advantage because of your background.
Yeah.
What about my background? I'm small. He's small.
It's only 13.
13. Certainly been dead more than a couple of days,
Okay.
Yeah.
but not lots more. You know.
He recently died, a couple of days.
Okay.
No, I don't want the dead halflings ring.
He's also been robbed.
Funny. So
Rob a
funny.
dead guy, mate.
Really, really funny.
Not his hands.
Yeah.
Who robbed the dead?
So you've got this rope over the bridge at the moment.
Yeah,
Who
go,
wants to
go
go?
climb
Do we
your
want
rope.
to go up?
What are we looking for?
This is. We're going to find out if this is a bank.
There's no way out of here, so we need to.
There's no other
The door. We come in.
No, out into another place in the building.
Oh, you were scouting. We're scouting the building out, are we?
Well, if this is the bank, then yes, we need to be there, no?
Well, our best
We need-
climber is Thorny. He's used to
We-
the trees.
We need 2 keys for the bank anyway. We're still missing 2
I'm
keys.
going to go and have a look at one of these boxes. Somebody's got to go and have a look at one of these boxes.
Can I climb up if he's going to do that?
So you're starting to climb the rope, are you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to race him on the other side.
Sure.
I like that.
Hang on a minute. That's so. Which one? Which one of you is heavier?
If there's any A-level physicists,
We're going to anchor our own selves.
this is the classic D&D pulley scenario. If you have 2 adventurers climbing a pulley system.
I suspect Thorin is heavier. Is that right?
Yeah.
Whoa!
Probably.
Yeah.
He's an elf.
Yeah. So
Yeah, but he's
as,
half
yeah,
wood.
as you
Very
try and
cement.
climb, Thorin is just pulling your side
Oh, okay.
up.
Oh, this is real easy.
But you can give me an athletics roll
Oh,
to
Okay.
Balls.
see how well you're able to hold on.
Can I?
This is why everybody dies. You know
It's
this.
14.
Watching these two trying
14.
to climb up the side.
So you're,
of the
shimming up this rope. It's quite tricky. It's hard work. It's
I
strange.
was just going to pull you up.
But Thorin is kind of inadvertently raising you on a pulley, and you just see Claro kind of disappearing up with his blue arms straggling the
I'm
rope.
just climbing in the same spot mid-air.
Malcolm, meanwhile, you're looking at this.
I'm going to have a look at one of these boxes on the plinth.
Sure, yeah. So you realise that there's a lever that's on this this brass kind of semicircular or protruding strut that kind of emanates slightly above the podium. On this lever, the tip of it, there's a flattened off red jewel of some nature, and it very much looks like a handle.
I will try and pull the handle.
Okay, so you pull it quite easily. It moves with ease and grace, and it can kind of feel a click as it comes out of one position, and there seems to be very clearly a second position to pull it into. As Claro is ascending this rope, this crystal walkway, just you hear this large grind and this clunk. And this, as this walkway just starts to lower.
Oh, jeez!
And this crystal bridge just starts to lower directly into the centre of the room. It's the it's the width of the whole room, and it's lowering into the centre.
He's still hanging off the rope.
Thorny was on
As
the
you
other side
come
of the
back
room.
down to the
It
bottom.
slackens off, and you just
Yeah.
gently kind of descend pathetically with it.
Look how strong you are.
Thorny, that was so disappointing.
There are two of these plinths, and you notice as it's coming down that each one of these plinths is at kind of either end of the bridge, on opposite sides. So like one on the near right side, one on the far left side of it.
Right.
Yeah. And the first thing you see as it lands, there's no kind of rails or handles really onto this bridge. It looks like it's just pure crystal or pure glass or something.
So
The second thing you notice-
it's now at an angle like that.
No, it
Up
is
to the-
flat to
Oh,
the
so
floor,
the whole
parallel.
thing, the whole
the
thing has
whole
come down
bridge
like an elevator.
Came down, and you pretty quickly realise that there is another dead halfling lying face down in the centre of this bridge.
What jewellery is he wearing?
Did you investigate him?
I'm just thinking because you might want it for your collection.
Is it a knife on a rope wound that
Cut straight through him as he went.
You investigating him?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm looking for monk-based jewellery.
That'll be a no then.
That's 3 in a row.
Yeah, no, that's
Is
the second. Another one.
Yeah, there's nothing of interest.
So yeah, that's a 0.
Yeah.
Can I check?
He's a dead halfling.
Yeah, it's not a bright bun.
Can I check that he died in the same way as the other guy? So he's looking for a head wound and how long he's been dead for.
Sure, yes.
I'm trying not to slap him and see if he's still alive.
Advantage.
Yes.
Medicine. Or
Sorry, yes, medicine roll.
19.
19, he is lying dead. Interestingly, you notice there is a crack kind of in the crystal, and right underneath him that just kind of forks off like a lightning fork, kind of within the crystal. It's not right through, there's just a little bit of
Like
a...
as if he fell on it and it broke underneath him.
Possibly. But you see him, lying right there, and certainly an impact wound of some kind. There's no blood, obviously, this time, but yes, he's dead.
He's dead, Jim.
Got a ring.
You can investigate.
May as well build up a collection while I'm here.
He communicates all that information.
That's, ooh.
Are you looking for gold teeth now?
20. Not natural.
20. He's got a pouch tied to his belt, a little leather or material pouch. As you kind of investigate it, you just lift up his little halfling belly to get to the pouch. You realise that there's some coins inside, and as you open them up, you realise that you've got 5 gold pieces within there. So these are...
Hey, in for a penny, in for a pound.
This operation isn't free.
Your morals have severely changed during this campaign.
I am looking for a key, and at the moment we don't know what that key is, and it could be anything.
Let's pull more levers.
I think the other
citizens.
lever will send the thing back up.
Is there not another plinth with more levers? Am I wrong?
There are 2 plinths on this level. They're not actually on the bridge, they're just off the bridge. They're the same ones that were in the room to start with.
While Malcolm's investigating the body, Clary's going to lean over and just put a hand on his back, just see what he's investigating. He's going to leave a blue handprint and stick it to himself.
Make a sleight of hand roll.
Marvelous.
Against your insight.
No.
Perception, not insight. Perception.
21.
My perception, so that's 8.
8, yeah.
He just
Don't
gestures
even
his own.
notice.
He's like,
So you're
You're playing with levers, eh?
Yeah.
okay. Who's on the bridge at the moment?
yeah, Clary.
Me.
Jump on it.
Not at the moment. Got a
Okay.
crack in it. I want to see if it collapses under.
Sure.
What
So
are
under
the
the big
levers
guys.
are there? There's just the one lever.
There's the one that Malcolm pulled initially,
Yeah.
and there's one the other end of the bridge.
The bees one.
There's
The
so
perch with fire.
yeah, that's right, which looks exactly the same.
Which one should I try and send you up, or should I pull the other one?
Come with us.
What does the other one do there? What if you miss
I
something
think
better?
one's down, one's up. You
Oh,
think
really?
we could go down?
Well, one has been moved, no?
Mm-hmm.
So that is now down.
Down.
So
So
we can
what
Down
is
means down.
So if you move it,
So up
okay.
means down, and down.
Can he reach the lever
I think someone else should
while
do
he's
the
on the
levers.
bridge?
Zolan's smart. Could you do the levers?
You know mechanical things.
Oh, I don't know what all levers do, but I'm just going to pull the other lever.
Yeah,
Okay.
there you go.
So as you
Well,
as
I
you
could
pull
have
that-
done that.
As you pull that, that same mechanical noise, and the whole bridge just raises
It
parallel.
starts raising.
And you're all on. So all of you, apart from Zolan,
Yeah, he's going to run over and be, because he's with the levers, so he's going to run over and be.
so you can pull the lever from the bridge. That it's reachable either off the bridge or on the bridge. It's kind of positioned at either end of it. Yeah. And
be on the bridge.
you
Were you,
raise.
were you on the bridge as well, Thorin?
So the four of you
On
Into
your
the
back.
bridge.
just raise up. You feel a bit uneasy because some of you've never been on an elevator before. Probably most of you. And
I'm
this-
scared. What is it doing?
Going up.
it's
What noise is it making?
How is what
Keep it
dark
alive.
magic is this that keeps it work?
I think it's mechanicals.
What is the mechanicals?
Machines.
What is a machine?
Explain to him what a machine is.
I'm at the bottom.
What's
Yeah,
a
cool.
machine?
It's fine. Don't worry.
Don't worry. It's
As
just,
you can-
just
explain.
moving parts.
There's no railings. What
Anything like a tagine.
Yeah.
Machine.
Yeah.
Like a Dejane, yeah.
as you're kind of shouting down to one another, you eventually feel
Stop
this.
being stealthy.
You just feel it suddenly jolt to a stop, slightly knocks you a little bit, and it clicks into place up on this next tier, the first story. You realise straight away that at either end you've got these same plinths off of the bridge on this floor now as well. This is obviously the centre of this whole area is hollow. You're like looking at the whole building's a bit like a tube, as it were, hollowed out tube. But you can exit the bridge at either end, and it seems to disappear to the left and the right,
So
both
the
sides.
bridge now goes off to the walkways which run around the perimeter.
That's
of
correct.
So at this level, looking across at the walkway, is there any entrances off that walkway?
Can you see a doorway? Is what
Yeah,
you-
off
So
the walkway.
now you're on this level. You can't actually see into the walkway. There's some form of wall or something blocking the vision. All you can see is at either end. There's certainly a way to go left or right. Yeah, like a little T-junction
Right.
that presumably kind of go around the
I don't like it.
perimeter.
I want to get off the bridge.
Okay.
Let's not climb over the dead halfling.
Can you lower the bridge from up there?
Not for you.
Well, I can lower it from here.
I'm only
I'm wondering if you can get down from up there.
I did not know.
I think we can with the levers. There's levers up here.
you said
There is.
come-
Is there levers up there?
I said there's
Yes.
levers up here.
There is levers up there.
There's levers up here.
That's right, there is.
What is a lever?
I said that. The
Okay.
things-
Jump is only like 30 foot.
Up.
Jump
Okay.
down.
So
You could lower your rope.
We should get Zolan.
I'm gonna.
I can just pull the lever. I'm wondering if we all go up there, can we get back down? Is there a lever for
There's
where?
a lever up here.
So that's fine then, yeah.
I don't know what it does.
I'm going to walk to the end of the thing and look through the doorway.
So
Yeah,
if,
no,
if, you,
so again,
if you imagine this is running east to west for the purposes of description, would you prefer to go to the west or the east side?
Whichever one is
which
over a dead
which
halfling.
way is
The half is
towards-
slightly more on the west.
which way is towards the doorway that we came in through?
Miles is just going to push the halfling up.
So the initial doorway,
Saves us a problem.
the initial doorway of the main building was on the west side of this.
Heading that way.
Okay, so heading to the west, so you're kind of right above the doorway.
Mhm.
You
Hey, Thorin here.
head to the edge. You see again this lever as you look down at it. Again, it's got this
In the brick.
this red jewel kind of, encrusted in the end of this lever, this brass lever, and you kind of have to step around this halfling body and get to the edge, and you realise
No, I don't, because he's just pushed it off.
where the halfling body was. You step over the crack, and you realise as you get to the edge, is not well lit. There's certainly some lanterns around, but none of them seem to be lit. They seem to, the lanterns that you see seem to be burnt out. You see shelves all around you on both sides. So you see floor to ceiling this red, blue, green cloth which seems to be made into various different garments. So you can see like shawls, hoods,
Right, okay.
cloaks. All of these, all look quite wonderful and stacked like you're in a department store, kind of stacked floor to ceiling. And you see right the way around, this seems to disappear out of your vision to the left and the right.
Basically looks like it goes all the way around there.
From what you can see.
At a guess, so...
Is there a blue hood and a blue cloak?
Because you can walk through there, you can certainly find a blue hood and a blue cloak.
Hey, Malkin Lek was stealing things from the dead.
Yeah.
He says wearing a blue cloak.
It's obviously it's halfling, but
It's
they're
very small. It's like one of those like half cloaks.
Look like wearing a little Red Riding Hood costume from Halloween.
very tight cloak.
Yeah, you go with a very
there's
small,
nothing- it's
small cape.
It's all halfling sized. There's
It
nothing.
is, but I forget if halflings are small or
No, they're
medium creatures.
That's a good question.
They don't got their handbook, they can check that.
No, I think they might be small.
I think they're small.
Anyway, yes.
But they're too small.
But you can
for,
take it either way.
Small for
too small for us to wear. But okay, I'm not going to bother trying one on. I'm just going to take one off the shelf, look at it, go. No, that won't fit me, and put it back. Okay, so
What's in there, Malcolm?
clothes. Halfling
This is
clothes.
a shop.
I don't think it's a
We
shop.
found your shopping centre.
I don't think it's a shop.
shopping
I think
centre?
it's
So you're after
more
right.
like a storeroom.
Zolan, if you had to have some new clothes, what would you have?
What colours? What's your
Shall
favourite
I-
colours, Olin?
Shoes. I need new shoes.
We don't have that colour in
Is
the
there any
forest.
shoes? Any shoes up here at all?
You cannot make out any as you kind of starting to walk around the edges of this
Size
floor.
is small, you're correct.
You look everywhere. They're small, aren't they? So you can kind of just about squeeze one on, but it's not comfortable.
Like a half cloak, like the gentlemen wear.
Sure.
Yeah. Like a Portuguese duke.
Yeah.
Wouldn't try doing the hood up though.
No.
So you look around and certainly on this floor you can see some signs and things around. It looks
Revealed to
like it's for the public. You can't make out what any of them say. But you can't find any shoes yet.
Shoes.
You've got kind of
Do you
cloaks,
want a cloak?
cloaks, shawls, hoods, cowls.
Cloaks, shawls, hoods,
Anything
cowls.
purple.
Yeah, there's purple.
Ooh.
Got a purple cloak? Nice purple cloak.
Full purple attire.
Right,
Top to bottom.
You should have come up here.
I'll just
You
chuck
get
it
up
up.
here.
I'll just chuck
I
a
can't come- I can
selection
pull
of
the lever.
purple
Come on
clothing
then.
over the balcony.
Fine.
There you go.
A whole.
Try that
yeah.
lot.
I'm gonna sort through as he's doing that. Whoop, 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 whoop. It's just ladies' clothes.
How does a lady's cloak differ from a man's cloak?
Yeah.
Oh no, I said clothes. It's just cloaks.
Uh,
I was hoping for a nice
cloaks, shawls,
cocktail dress.
hoods and
Or a corset.
cowls on this.
Women corset.
No,
On,
don't.
from what you can see here.
Ignore my last statement then.
Okay.
In the name of speeding things up, given that we'd have to go all the way up, I could send Reap up to see what's on each level.
That's a good idea.
What if he gets eaten by a thing?
He says he's strong.
I do not believe
Twit,
him.
twit, twit, twit.
I'm very strong.
I do not believe him. He is a tiny owl. Can we risk him being eaten? We cannot afford to bring him back. No?
Don't send him near anything with a white mask on.
But come off the bridge. You are dangling for your life.
Me?
Yes.
No, I'm not.
The thing it does not have the material strength to be of a solid color. You should get off
Oh,
it.
the crack?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. I'll run over. Are these guys throwing it? You're gonna...
Scuttle back.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, send him up. See if what's up on the other levels.
Cool. So he'll kneel down, focus, close his eyes, and then Reap will head on up. But he's just going to stick his head in each one, not anything.
So again, you see his kind of eyes roll back.
What's happening?
He's seeing through the owl's eyes.
It's a pretty cool trick. Shoosh.
Reap ascends this white owl, kind of caught a little bit in the sunlight between the shadow. You see some of the dust rising in the shard of light, and the owl shoots up another 25 feet and looks into the next level. The next level, the levers are on a different position. Basically, yeah. So they're at a 90-degree angle to where you are currently on your bridge. And as you look, you kind of poke your head in at the ends of the bridge, you realise that there seems to be yet more clothing here. Do you want to investigate any further? No. Up another to the third floor. The same again. Here, there's another crystal bridge.
Bras and underwear.
That spans north to south again on this one. And as you peek into the top there, you look in there and you realise that again there seems to be yet more cloth around the outside.
How many more layers up?
2 others.
I bet you the top one's a cafe.
Probably rigged with explosives. Keep going
So
up.
meatballs.
Level 4, you realise
like
again the levers again appear to be east to west. It's like this crisscross
Yeah.
of these bridges, and there seems to be yet more shelves.
Yeah.
And heading up to the final floor, just underneath this big glass dome atop
No,
you.
he's going to come down.
The
Okay.
final one's filled with eels.
Yeah. So
Many eels.
he dive bombs back down, and then just at the last minute, pops his wings out, lands down back into Clary's hood, and he opens his eyes. It seems to all be clothes up there. I didn't go to the top floor because, the guy falling.
Just a
or
cafe.
if there's anything bad, it's going to be right up the
Then
top.
that is where we should go. Maybe that is where the things are. But there is a lot of clothes in here. I thought this would be the bank. No?
Did one of the guys with the keys own a clothes store, or
The keys?
the keys for the bank keys? I don't know.
I don't know.
We need to check all the bodies.
Mm-hmm. Did you see any more bodies on that up there?
No.
Ah,
There are not very many people here.
no. This.
Where are they all?
Where is everybody?
If we're going to go, we'll take Zolan. We go all the way to the top.
Straight away. What if... Yes, okay. Why not?
I mean, it's just clothes.
Okay. So send the lift down to Zolan
Yeah.
while we stay on this first floor.
Okay. So you pull one of the levers, and you're all getting off it onto the perimeter. You're sending it back down. So then this crystal bridge returns to the floor with this dead halfling on.
I will stand on the bridge.
You got your purple clothes on.
Yeah. Yeah, suited up.
You look really dapper.
Thank you.
Goes well with your galoshes.
It was one with a purple cloak. Got one now, thanks.
I have to tell the purple joke, aren't I?
What's the purple joke?
No.
Got more time for it.
Is it in the break? No.
So we're going to head on up. I'm going to leave her on up.
Yeah.
So you headed back. So back up to your level. So Zolan, you return.
When Zolan gets to our level, we will all get on the bridge, I assume, and go up.
Yeah.
Pulling the other lever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go up.
So as you pull
Smoke
the
there.
other lever, 1,000. No. As you pull the other lever,
bees.
So many bees.
you don't move. The bridge 2 above you descends and rotates quite impressively alongside your bridge and stops exactly parallel to your location.
Okay.
Hopping on.
Hopping on.
All aboard, who's coming aboard?
Zolan?
Yeah, I'll jump, yeah.
Yeah, we'll all jump on.
You can still reach the lever from this
Push the
position,
lever
but
back.
only one of the levers. The other lever's kind of on the
Yeah.
opposite side of
I'm
that
assuming
bridge.
the lever that we can reach is the lever that's just operated this, the one that I just pulled to operate this bridge.
That's
So
right.
push it back to its original position.
Certainly. So as you do so, it spirals back up. You kind of
This is-
spin around, and you appear 1 floor up.
This is
onto
all incredibly
level 2.
impressive, isn't it? Everybody else not just like gobsmacked by all
I'm
of
surprisingly unbothered.
this. Okay.
No, I mean, like a day ago, I saw like a horrifying creature beyond the veil of reality. So, moving crystal bridges is not so bad.
But this is a ghost bridge.
But it's at least in the real world.
Completely
It's like
solid.
made out of ice or something that I
Ghosts.
see through.
I think Zolan will know.
Would I know? Have I seen ghost bridges? Is that something that we've learned that we've learned about?
You can make
in,
a history check.
Yeah, I don't know if it was in
To see
my.
if it's died at any point.
Yeah.
He is an ex-bridge.
Da-da-da-da.
This bridge is deceased.
7.
Hexbridge, that's not far from
You've
here.
not seen this before.
Would I have seen it in an encyclopedia as I've been just reading potentially? Just like flicked through.
Not with the 4
Oh.
or
Not
7.
4. Okay.
Sorry, yeah.
Henry Johnson
this-
on Ghost Bridges.
But this environment's not unfamiliar to me. As in, maybe not the opulence,
He's
but
telling you.
So
not the bridges.
I'll tell you what I know.
Just the environment.
the mechanical nature
Yeah,
is familiar.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine.
Thorny knows what's at the top.
Yeah, what's that?
Well, he's not going to tell you right now, but he knows.
Is it?
Right.
Can you write it down on a piece of paper?
See, you know.
Can you write it down on a piece of paper so you can check?
I'm
What do you mean you know what's at the top?
I'm writing into my
Oh, no?
backstory
Do
right
you know
now.
So you're at this second
Cat
level
cafe.
Oh, I hope it's a cat cafe.
now. And remember, your bridge is kind of crisscrossed over the other one, so
I
you're
did
at
not like
90
it.
degrees.
Make it go up. So we
Pull
can
the
go
other
to
lever.
place.
So, the lever that I assume I've pulled the lever and it's gone back up to what was its original position. Is there another lever that I can
At the other end,
at
there
the
is.
other end? Okay. I'll go to the other end and pull that lever.
Okay, you do so, and as you do, it ascends straight up to its next position. Another 25 feet. You're on
Two
level
places.
3, so there's
Haberdashery,
2 stories above you and 3 below you. You can explore if you want to.
Tableware.
I'll have a quick look.
Yeah. So you peek your head.
Just peeking around the corner.
John Lewis.
It's
You
just
peek,
a lot of lamps.
you peek your head
For a coffee machine.
Range of
Out to
kettles,
the end.
yeah.
again. You're on the north side at the moment, and as you kind of get to the top, you realise on the shelves you see these reels of cloth here. So it seems like long reels of material. They don't seem to be fashioned into garments. It's just dyed, brightly dyed cloth. Not that you can see, but what you do get is quite a pungent smell as you kind of get to the north side
What
of this.
sort of pungent smell?
Just give me your perception roll.
12 perception. Where's it gone? That's 14.
The jelly babies.
14. It smells like sewage.
Sewage up here. That's weird.
It's always the cafe and toilets, isn't it?
Yeah.
Nobody's cleaned the toilets.
No, that's true. That must
ever
be
in a
it.
week.
So how many floors are we from the top?
Perhaps
You're
we
on
should take
you're
a
on
look at where the
the
smell is coming from.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
you're on the 3rd story, so
Yeah, I think
there's
you
2
should.
above you.
2 more above. Right. Okay. I'm going to say to my companions, I'm going to see where that smell's coming from.
Dane packet.
So you kind of follow the.
What does it smell like?
Toilets. Bad toilets.
You follow
Is
the
it
bad
fishy?
toilet smell around to the east, so you're sort of curving around the perimeter of this building. You see more of this bright cloth in various lengths.
I'll go with it.
Thicknesses. Okay, you also pick up this pungent smell.
Smells okay.
This doesn't seem to go right the way around. There seems to be an open doorway part the way along, which interrupts that hallway.
I will poke my head round said doorway
Okay.
and investigate.
So you peer around that doorway,
I'm not going to march boldly in because that never works out well for me.
and you realise that it's very, very dim in there. You can't see anything at all. You haven't got any light in there,
Of course.
Not
so it stinks.
I can take a look.
Can I have a look? You've got better eyesight in the
Yeah.
dark.
While he
than me.
does it, he's going to cast light on his shield.
Okay, so you
Or if you just
Bright-
turn the lights on.
bright
yeah.
blue
Yeah,
shield light
Aqua blue light.
blasts the whole area and fills this room up, and you realise that you are looking at a halfling toilet block. There are 5 kind of mini stalls with holes that presumably
It's a Weatherspoons,
ended in
isn't it? It's a
in
Weatherspoons.
sewage
You've got
disposal of
5
some
floors
kind.
up to get to the toilets.
Where does the poo go?
What's in the holes? You guys take a
By the
look.
smell of it,
We
it
are
just
so
goes
far.
out through the walls.
We are so far off the ground.
Oh,
You must drop a long way.
right.
I'm glad we investigated this together.
Yes.
Do you need to? Well, I mean, we haven't gone to the toilet in probably about 20 days.
Well,
That's
could
very
take
normal for my
could take
people.
a while.
It's very normal for me.
It's been backed up for a while.
Okay.
There's nothing unusual in this toilet block.
You can
What
investigate.
there are keys
Investigate.
in the holes.
Get right on in there. Don't spare any. I'll watch.
I'm going to throw you off the balcony in a minute. That's 15.
It's quite smelly in here. You suspect.
Lots of
You
keys.
question whether it always smells like this or whether this has just been left in a state for a
I think
little
it's
while.
always, it's always
No,
the
I
opulent
think-
people that have
I
dirty
think
toilet
this
habits.
is like the bar, the pub that we went in. It hasn't been cleaned or maintained for a little while, and that's why it doesn't smell right.
There's
So,
nothing. There's nothing
There's nothing.
further than that grabs your attention.
But does it look like it hasn't been properly cleaned for a few days?
You've effectively got a black light going at the moment.
Oh, so many stains. Oh.
It smells like it has more than it looks like it has.
Is
Okay.
it Gloucester services, right?
Oh.
Or is it any services on the M1?
I mean, it's still nice. You know, it's a nice bathroom.
It's a nice bathroom, but it's not been looked at.
Malcolm's
tiled.
not like going to slip on something and.
No, it's tiled. It's
Oh,
it's,
you
yeah,
wish.
It's nice. You can see kind of golden trim to
Yeah.
some of the,
So
the
it's-
stalls.
I'm going
on
to-
your behind.
I'm going to put two and two together
Very nice.
and
Expensive.
suggest that this is the same situation as in the bar. That it's nobody's used this.
Is there a door?
To the main bathroom there is, yeah, which is just kind of open.
Monster's going to shut the door.
It goes pitch black.
Malcolm wants to stay here for a while.
If you come over here, we can pull a lever.
Yeah, okay.
Have you just shut me in?
Yeah, it's just pitch black and stinks.
We should probably move on, but this is very funny. I would like to do this for
I'm
hours.
going to open the door.
But where is it, Malcolm? Where is the door?
After a few seconds, he comes out looking quite red-faced.
I'm only joking. You can come out.
I'm going to kill you.
Because he's got human eyes. It's funny.
Possibly twice. Right, okay, well, yeah, that was a dead end, so head back to the bridge.
Turning back to the bridge, you're all there.
What did you guys see?
The lads
It's
of
just the
Halfling
toilet.
Boot. Yes. Malcolm went right in there. He had a good look.
Just right up in there.
Yeah, I think you need to watch this man.
Mm-hmm.
Not only is he a thief, now he's a pooper vet.
Seriously considering throwing myself off.
And he wanted to be in there in the dark too. Anyway, pull the lever.
Back to the bridge.
It was so nice last week, you know that? It was so nice.
So you pull the other lever, and as you do so, the top bridge from the top floor again it starts at running east to west, rotates back down again, and joins parallel alongside to the bridge you're on. Once again, you're able to step across onto it and reach for the lever. You do notice, just with your passive perception, there seems to be some damage to this bridge. There seems to be an area where some of the glass is just a little bit precarious.
Does it feel unsafe?
It's the least safe bridge you've stood on.
It's always the top one.
Should we reduce our weight? Should some of us stay?
I thought you meant capacity.
No, I can send.
toilet.
I can send. I can send Reap up with someone. I don't have to go.
What?
From above you, kind of slightly echoing through the dome in the ceiling. It sounds like it's coming from one of the higher. Sounds like it's coming from one of the higher floors.
Blow the dome out.
Does it sound angry? Does it sound scared?
You
Does
make
it
an
sound
insight
friendly?
Possibly the most intelligent thing that any of us have ever done this
Yeah,
episode.
that's good.
19.
19. Surprised.
Okay.
Hello.
Do you speak common?
Hello.
Oh, fantastic!
Hello.
Jingo.
Do you need some assistance?
Oh yes, please. I wondered when they were going to send.
Send who you were expecting.
You notice a little halfling head just peering down, just kind of by the lever on the very top floor. It's tricky to make out any detail. It looks like grey hair. It's quite long hair. Looks to be hanging down a little bit. Are you here to fix the bridge?
Malcolm steps off the bridge onto the other bridge.
Okay. Did you bring the tools?
We have a man who has tools.
Oh, come on up!
What's broken with the
You can
bridge?
fix the bridge.
I sense some mammoth XP here.
Unless you
glass!
force us
Fix this man's bridge.
The crystal is damaged.
Crystal.
I think we should all spread
Yeah,
out
I think
across
we should
the
all
bridge.
get off the bridge.
No, just get
We
on the
are-
bridge,
we
but
are here to
spread
fix
out
it now.
across it. Yeah, let's get up to the top.
Okay, so you're kind of
But spread
spreading your load.
Clara's going to go on the other bridge, the non-breaking bridge.
The non-broken bridge. So you
That old bridge. But he'll send Reef up with you.
Okay, so who's
Where
on,
do you-
who's on which?
I thought we needed to fix it, no?
I'll climb up to see and have a little chat to him.
Yeah,
Got
In-
one
in
of
all-
those
in all-
windscreen repair injection
I might do.
things.
I'm just thinking that we've actually might
repair.
we might have a translator here
yes, that's
that could be very useful.
Yes,
so I want
The
to go
ship
and just
could
have
turn
a,
into a crash.
let's fix this bridge and get a translator. So
So you're
I'll head up. Yeah.
heading up. Anyone else heading up with him?
Yeah, why not?
yeah, I'm going up.
Nonus and Malcolm.
Fall into my death.
Clara's going to go up as Reef sat on Zolan's head.
Yeah.
Don't put
Thorn
it
Oh,
like
you
this.
staying on your end?
Better join them then.
Okay.
On the
I don't
toilet
like
level.
this mechanical
On the
system.
toilet.
What is wrong with the bridge?
Broken. And, just as you're kind of pulling the lever, it starts to ascend up and twists again up to the 4th level. So you're one level above this guy. Sorry, below this guy who's shouting, and you're running kind of east to west. The bridge in this location.
So we can't get up to him.
He's still 25 feet above you.
Jump.
Can we get up to you? Will the bridge get up to you?
Yes. Pull the other lever.
Right. Then pull the other lever.
Okay, so you're gonna walk over to the other side.
Yes.
A bit nervous of this. It's
Carefully.
shaggy. You can see that the top of it is certainly damaged. It's not, it's not cracked right
skirting
through.
around
but
the broken
there's
bits.
some damage and some loose bits. You walk over to the other side.
Whilst this
And you-
happen, Norris is going to tie a bit of rope to an arrow.
Okay. Yeah,
Fair
fine.
enough.
You can do that.
No,
easily
probably to the sheath of the polished silver knife, actually.
enough. Okay,
You can do
Fine.
that.
no problem. Easy enough.
If you fall,
Um,
you're
and-
going to tell me you're going to Batman your way out of this.
You press the lever at the other end. Ascends up to the top. You're sweating a little bit. Worried about the condition of it. And you get to the top, and you're greeted by a man who stood kind of looking at you. He's got very bloodshot red eyes. He's got this long grey hair. Skin looks a bit, just a little bit off, a little bit imperfect. There's creases and there's a few blemishes upon the skin
In the pantry
generally.
too long.
He's got wispy grey beard. It looks
Probably
more
works
from
in the cafe.
more. It doesn't look like necessarily an intentionally groomed beard. It's just a little bit wispy and short in places. He's wearing a dark green top, and he's wearing a long, slightly oversized, ill-fitting brown. Looks like almost a cardigan that's slightly too long for him. And he's kind of just he's kneeling as he was waiting for you to come. He was peering down. He just moves his head out of the way as you reach the top. All of you? I thought they'd only send one. An owl.
The
Yeah,
owl will do the repairs.
So yeah, the step off the bridge. Is this area? So this is
This is
open?
running east to west.
This is the same as before on the levels before. It's like a walkway that goes right the way around.
Well, see, certainly as you head off to the west, so he's on the west side, and you see as you get to the edge, it just feels a little bit cold up here as well. You've got this big dome above you, it's like a little skylight, letting some cool air in, and you see on the shelves again behind you, same kind of structure, same format as previously. These shelves. There seems to be, looks like there's some kind of nightcaps and there's like some it's nightwear basically. There's a load of different coloured, bright colours, all the same colours on all the floors. These kind of 5 colours.
And the really long caps
Solon,
with the bobble
you'd
on.
look lovely with a sleeping cap.
Yeah,
the
you've got
stripes
kind of
down them.
some thin kind of coverall pajamas, for want of a better word,
Sleepy zone.
up there, and
Sounds
then
like a good
yes, and
space.
then this man who's stood there.
He's a man or a halfling?
He's a man halfling.
A manling.
Yeah, he's a halfling. Okay. Thank you for coming.
That is okay.
How long have you been here? At the top of this door?
I don't know.
What happened to the bridge?
It's broken.
What happened to the dead halflings?
Yeah. The two colleagues.
The dead halfling.
Down at the bottom. There's one on the bridge and there's one on the ground floor. Two very dead halflings.
No time for that. Can you fix the bridge? He's looking at you.
What tools do we need to fix the bridge?
Oh, you're the repairman.
You are the repairman.
I just run the Adorium.
The Adorian, we are meant to be here. You, what's your name?
Conrack.
Conrack! We're looking for you, Conrack! Yes! I'm going to pull out a key from my pocket.
My key.
Not your key, Bismuth's key.
Bismuth's.
Bismund? To
Yes.
you, potentially? Yes, this is Bismund. Bismuth.
Why do you have his key?
He's sent us here to retrieve the whatever's in lockbox 1 at the bank.
Oh.
This isn't the bank?
Well, help me fix the bridge.
No.
No.
We need to be here, though.
Okay.
Yes.
Obviously.
Great.
You should get this
Brilliant.
bridge fixed.
See what you can
Yeah.
do about this bridge.
Pull out a roll of duct tape from my bag.
Fix his
Tape right over the crack. And across.
Okay, so you're starting to work on this bridge.
Scoop
It's quite a good patch of this broken off, fractured crystal.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do, but I'll start working on it.
It's about probably a third of the depth of the whole thing is dented in its worst part.
Yeah?
While,
Yes.
while he's doing that, I'll say to the halfling, have you got any idea what's going on here in the town? Everybody's acting very strange. There doesn't seem to be anybody about. You're the first person we've seen who doesn't seem to be the walking comatose.
The bridge is broken.
Yes.
I think you may have spoken too soon. He's just the only one who speaks our language.
Yeah.
That's what they've all been saying. The bridge is broken.
Yeah.
I think everybody's dead.
What?
Are you dead?
Yes.
Right.
You?
This is. He's had
Malkin?
he's had the mask.
Could you fix
Are
the
you dead?
bridge?
Can I have a cup of tea? It's customary when tradesmen come to do work in your establishment that you bring them a cup of tea.
It's true.
Cup of tea?
Or a hot drink.
I have a drink.
Yes, and for one for me.
Okay.
Thank you.
And he walks.
2 sugars, please.
He walks across to the right past you to the east side of this bridge.
Yeah.
Just slightly disappears. Just to the south, you hear the sound of a door open and close. He disappears out of your sight.
Perhaps we should follow him.
I'm going to follow him. Yeah.
Make sure he's not eating people or something.
Yeah.
No.
I'm going to follow him.
Okay. So you just go to follow him. And as you do, so you just start to hear these kind of scrabbling sound from outside. It's from kind of outside of the building.
I'm sure it's fine.
Mm.
Just gonna look up to the
Yeah.
to the glass.
You can make a perception roll.
Send Reap up there.
I'll help him.
Bam! I get advantage if you help me with it.
Yeah.
The highest one was only a lowly 12.
So
Look
you,
harder.
yeah, you're kind of looking into this kind of half, slightly blinding as the lights refracting off of the glass a little bit. You can't quite get a good view out there. But there's nothing that immediately strikes you as perturbing.
I'll try.
It's absolutely fine. There's nothing out there.
Brilliant. I'll try the door.
Ooh. The owl gets advantage on perception.
Should we send you up?
He wants to get an idea of what that is.
Sure.
Out there.
Fly up there.
Got to use what I can get. And he's
Right
not
off the
flying
glass.
up there.
One HP gone.
Bonus on perception, but can't see glass.
It's wisdom, isn't it? +1. Nice 20 unnatural.
Okay. There's nothing that they can see that I've forgotten the name. What's your owl's name? Reap. There's nothing that Reap can see, but its ears prick right up, and there's certainly a noise that sounds like it's kind of like maybe on the walls.
Yeah. He's like hooting and walking up and down.
What does that even mean?
Hoot! 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 Hoot!
No idea.
And he's like flying in Nollis's face. Hoot!
Get it out of me!
Does it strike?
No.
Kaboom.
After a moment or two, the door opens again. I haven't got anything to drink.
Oh, thanks for looking anyway.
What's in the little room back there?
It's my office. Have you repaired the bridge?
Also,
Yes.
Claire is hearing, there's something out there, you dumb bastards!
Halfway.
Okay. Would you like to make a check with your... probably... I don't know what kind of check. Some kind of check.
Bridge check.
Certainly a bridge
Construction check.
Yeah.
What
Can you-
construction? Sleight of hand.
What is sleight of hand? Is it dexterity?
Yeah.
Yes.
Can you make a dexterity check using your tool proficiency?
I get tool expertise.
You could intimidate
So
this bridge.
I get double.
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 Someone in trouble.
15 plus 4. No, dude.
19.
19. That is a fixed bridge.
You
I've ever
think-
seen one.
You think it's going to take you a minute?
Fuck.
You think it's going to take you a minute?
Oh, yeah.
But you think you could probably do enough to get most of the structural integrity back on this.
It's going to take a minute. I'll count for the minute.
Okay.
You got any biscuits?
All right. At that moment, you hear again this noise just changed slightly, and now it's this higher pitch sound. You all look up, and you're just greeted by, as you're kind of peering into the sun, the silhouettes of these humanoid-sized creatures
It's the SAS.
that are just on this
Breaking the
glass.
room.
And there's multiple of them. First there's one or two, but then there's kind of 5 or 6 of these. They're just kind of trying to scramble up this glass. It looks like they are halflings.
Hoot! Do they look zombied? If I have a little look, you know when you like watch a zombie movie and they move really weird. They don't move
You make a perception
in a
roll.
conventional humanoid way. Hello. Ooh, very good.
In the book.
In the little
Not natural 20.
I'm trying to eat.
Not natural.
They're scrabbling up in a slightly frenzied way. With their zombies, it's tricky to be sure.
Just like
Yeah,
They
if
look
they
like-
break that glass and film, they're just going to plummet straight down.
I can break out of Reap, right, and talk to them upwards. So, yeah, Reap's really worried about what's on the roof.
I think we all are now.
He says, you dumb bastards, he's horrible.
As you're up there, you see one of the shadows of these creatures now on the crystal bridge as the sunlight comes in. And from above, you see one that's found this open skylight. And
You never said anything about the open skylight.
I did.
20 on the perception. There's a bloody open window.
I said it feels cold up here from the open skylight. Yeah.
Goalless.
Listen for the clues. And then you see one of these halflings look at it for a moment and just jump off of this skylight. It falls quickly, frantically, and guess where it lands?
Have you fixed it?
Slap bang on the crystal bridge that you are working on. As it falls,
My handiwork.
We're not standing on the bridge, though, are we? We're about round by the office.
you are
door.
slightly, just next to it. You're the only one on it at the moment.
That's fine.
As it falls, you just feel this very slight crack.
Good job I fixed it.
Very
I hope that
slight
gaffer tape's
crack
Good graphic tape.
in the side to the kind of the opposite side to you.
Yeah.
This halfling just falls and just lies motionless.
Zolan,
on
off,
the
over
bridge.
here, over here.
At this
No,
point,
we need
we
to
will
go,
take
no?
a
Fix
brief
it.
break.
Fix it.
Brief break.
Fix the
We'll take a
bridge!
brief break. We'll be back in around 7 minutes
7
time.
minutes.
See you in 7. Oh, hang on. We've got a piece of artwork that I wanted to show.
Oh, jeez.
Yes, buried underneath.
Is it being covered? Is it being covered?
Is it the one Rich did?
No.
It's everyone's favourite owl.
Yeah.
It's Ray!
That is terrific.
This was from Anna, one of our fans who actually came to see us this week.
Yeah, thank you.
We met Anna in real life. She came all the way from America to see us.
Oh, really?
And we had a lovely couple of drinks.
We
So
drank.
thank you very much
lots
for
of
coming to see us,
alcohol.
Anna.
Lovely to see
And
you.
We love your picture. Thank you very much.
It does look just like Reap.
And it's now part of the fan art reel, which is cycling round right now.
And the fan
See you in
art.
7.
I'll go for it.
Hello again.
And we're back.
Oh, hello.
Here we are. And we last left our brave adventurers as a halfling had just plummeted through the skylight of this great glass-domed building onto one of these crystal bridges, which you're currently repairing, Zolan. At this stage, what we say is roll initiative.
Rolling.
Oh! Where's my D20?
Bam!
Bam.
I've been rolling poor tonight. Very good.
Poor.
Dare I say, it's a bit chilly in here today.
Do you think?
It's not. It's not.
Boiling hot this
Damn.
tonight, is it?
Uh,
I'm actually not. I'm not sweating.
this is
I wonder what you're
happy
doing.
music.
Warming it up. Sounds like a circus.
Oh, can I roll for Reap as well, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be Dex.
Danger circus.
Yeah.
Dangers. Oh,
Good music though, I like this music.
Yeah, good choice.
I'm going to start pulling some more of the ribbons out of my mouth.
Okay. So can you give me the rolls, please?
15.
18.
12.
17.
Clara got 8, and Reap got 3.
Quality.
Well, late in the
Forgot,
day.
forgot he's an initiative now. Is Reaper he?
Easy, yeah.
Ambiguous.
Have to check,
Yeah.
yeah.
But I've got no junk!
Okay. Zolan,
Lift
you
up
are
the
the
feathers.
first
Familiar
to act.
Genitalia, I guess.
They look threatening.
Who?
This guy that's just
The
landed
one
on,
that's landed on the bridge.
I'm out in the middle of a repair job and he's just rudely jumped all over my work.
A quick glance. Just give me your perception roll.
There's no cables. 20.
Oh,
Doesn't really matter, I guess, about.
20.
How's the matter? I don't think it's my phone.
You quick.
It's
Back in the
definitely a
room.
phone.
Back in the room. A quick glance. He's unconscious at very least.
Oh, the boat has fallen. I'm going to look up then. Can I by 20? Can I see how many people are left on the roof?
how many are flying
Yeah,
down
you can.
right now?
You can see at least 4.
At least 4. So they look really angry.
You give me a quick
Double perception.
insight roll on that one.
Double perception.
A strong 5.
No idea.
Alright, no worries. I'm going to pull out
Not silhouetted.
Mini Elizabeth from my just bag then. She's kicking around in there.
Oh, does she need initiative as well?
No, she rolls a my initiative.
Just popping her out.
Pop her out on there,
That's
yeah.
the-
At the moment, yeah.
And that's the turn.
What did you say when you did that?
I just...
Ta-da!
I was like, come on. Time to play. Yeah, I'm alright.
That's what you said.
I'm alright.
Yeah, I'm alright.
I'm fine now.
Even with this music.
I've got my bro. Yeah, it was
With
fine.
this
Yeah.
music.
Okay,
It's
Nollis.
alright, yeah.
How does the skylight look to be held open?
There seems to be a prop of sorts.
I'm going to shoot the prop.
Okay. Or just make an attack roll.
Bam! It's not brilliant. 14.
14. You manage to hit the prop, and you just kind of glance it just enough that you knock it shut. It's a sublime shot.
Wow.
That's
Unfortunately, the arrow continues on and shatters the pane of glass next to it. Sorry,
successfully achieve your goal.
Cool.
You're not on the bridge at the moment.
I'm not on the bridge. How far away is the oldish man?
Were you on the office side? Or were you in the office?
Yeah, we were vaguely following him when
Yeah.
the bridge fixing was happening.
Sure. So you are. He has just come out. He's right next to you. You're just stood next to each other. Right. You're at the end, right by a lever on this side, and you can see this kind of office door that seems to be open, surrounded by various nightwear.
I love this. Nollis is going to say to him, I'm very sorry, sir. I have come to save you from the dangerous bridge. And then he's going to try and tuck the halfling under his arm like a handbag.
Okay.
If he's going to allow him to do it.
Yeah.
Probably in reverse. because
Yeah.
that's funnier. And
So
then
he's looking that way.
and then he's gonna run over to the bridge with his movement to get on the bridge.
You can use half your movement because you're carrying somebody.
Okay.
But you can still get onto the bridge. It's right next.
Cool.
It's only 10 foot kind of this ledge or the perimeter track that runs the right way around.
Okay.
So you get onto this bridge with this halfling under your arm, kicking his legs.
Yeah. And then he's gonna unsheath the polished silver knife. He's still got the rope tied on the other end. He's gonna hold it by the blade end. Definitely wasn't a dice roll there.
No, it wasn't. That's fine.
Ow!
Okay, we go. If that's you, Nollis, we go to Malcolm.
Crack, crack.
So I'm standing by the office door.
You are.
I'm going to go in the office.
Okay. So you run into the office. You quickly
Even
see
toilet.
that it's about 30 feet long. It's obviously curving round, just like every other part of these platforms. You can make out a little desk to the right. There's another table and chair at the far end. There's like what looks to be a kind of coat stand with nothing on it. And there's a little box just to your immediate left as you enter.
Are there windows?
There are no windows. No.
Right. Okay.
But there is a small illumination coming from a lantern which is just burning in the corner.
Right, okay. The box.
Yes. A little wooden chest.
Little wooden chest. I'm going to grab the box. Tuck it under my arm so that its legs are sticking out this way, and then run back out of the office.
Okay. Fine. So you managed to get, with all your movement, you can probably just about make it onto the bridge.
Okay.
Okay, so you and Nollis are on kind of the far east side of it. Zolan's kind of a third of the way from the west side of it. After Malcolm, it's Conrack. He's kind of kicking his legs a little bit.
Sorry, mate, I got your box.
He's like, they're doing it again!
Doing it again.
Yeah, he's just kind of lying there. Watch out, get off the bridge!
He's still tucked under the arm.
Yeah, yeah. Get off it. And he looks at you. My box!
I got your box.
Get the shawl!
Shawl? Where's that?
On my desk!
Oh,
Is it important?
It's got the key!
of course it's got the key.
Okay, then we go to Thorinir.
How close am I to a
Sure,
potential
you mentioned the
shawl?
Where were you previously?
I have no idea.
Where do you feel like you would have been?
I feel like I was over the other side.
The side that isn't near
Yeah.
basically where you came up initially.
Yeah.
Yeah, fine.
Yeah, I
so,
haven't really done anything.
okay,
But-
so if you want to run across, you're looking at a full dash will get you over to the other side.
What's on my side?
On your side, you're surrounded by like
Nightwear.
nightwear, yeah, little silk, very thin materials that look quite comfortable and are quite delicate.
But not quite big
Any
enough.
onesies?
Just looking around, you can't see anything straight away.
I will look up, see if there's any further development.
Okay, so you're just looking up at the sky. You can see, certainly these halflings seem to be scrambling generally towards where the skylight was, but obviously no time has really passed since Nollis. You've just seen Nollis shut this moment. A wonderful shot.
You guys are closer. I'm going to just step off. Not off the bridge. We'll step onto the other side's platform.
So you're on
The silky side.
you're on the west side.
Yes.
The office is on the east side.
The lever,
and these guys on the
lever
east
side, yeah.
Yeah, sure. Okay, so you're on the west.
Just trying to get off a creaking
off
bridge.
the bridge.
Yeah.
Okay, no problem. Anything else you want to do, Thorinir?
No.
Okay, Claro.
Cool. So above him, you can see all of this happening. How many moving bridges are there between him and the group?
You're on the next
I
level
forget if
down,
you
aren't
came
you?
up 2 floors or 1 floor.
Yeah, you're just the
Are
level
Well,
below.
You're 1 floor below.
So it's
right?
20. It's what?
No,
25.
we're-
I think it's 50 foot, right? Didn't you go up once?
You
and
didn't
then
go
one-
once.
And then you heard the guy, and then you went up again.
I think you're
Yeah.
2 floors below.
We're-
Yeah, so it's
Yeah,
50 foot. So okay, cool.
Oh no, because you didn't want to get on the broken bridge. That's why you
Yeah,
said no,
you're 2
so
floors
you-
below on the non-broken bridge.
Yeah.
Just kind of in the centre at the moment.
Cool. Cool, not a whole lot I can do down here. He's probably going to ready a flame bolt, fire bolt, just in case anything moves up there. What he's looking for is if another one of these zombie-like creatures fall from the roof, and he's going to hit it with fire, and that's it for his turn.
Thank you. Reap.
Okay, cool. Reap will dive down towards the guy that fell onto the bridge. I don't know if he's dead or not, but he's just going to hit him with his talons.
Okay.
Oh, it's not going to be a hit because it's only a 4.
You got advantage, he's prone.
Cool. Still not great. It's an 8 to hit.
Fine, so you're just kind of scrambling at him. It's the first time you tried to control it like this. Not like that!
Well, he's on his own at the moment, right? Because I'm not in control of him. And then he'll probably fly back onto maybe Nollis. Nollis is the biggest one. To Nollis' shoulder.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
How heavily does he land on?
Lightly. He's literally this type of owl called a little owl, which is like that big. They live in holes in the ground. He's one of them.
Okay.
He lands on the butt.
These halflings from the ceiling.
That's what he does.
kind of
The little kick in the legs, and he's just on the butt.
They're scrambling up the glass on the outside of this dome roof. It's not easy going. It's tricky. You can hear the sort of squeaking as they slide down a little and then climb up a little bit more, trying to get a foothold on these wooden panels. And as they kind of get over to the skylight or that kind of area, they look at it and they just start trying to bash through the glass just with their
Probably friendly.
open palms and their fists.
Must be.
Okay.
There's a lot of
Glass
dice rolling going on
has
behind it.
an AC of 13.
100.
That's good to know. Glass has an AC of 13.
Just in case.
A window. I've got a glass and a window here. Lovely. Great DM screen, Wizards of the Coast.
Yeah.
Exactly what I need right now.
Exactly.
Okay.
Just the rules you require.
Oh,
when
Crystal
you...
Bridge.
Yeah.
What's the AC of the DM screen?
I could give you that on another occasion.
I'm not going to forget that.
Okay, so you see two of them just trying to kind of palm it, bash it with their elbows. It seems relatively tough. It's not the most. This is a big roof of a major building, so it's not like a little thin panel. They're just trying to bash it through. No kind of cracks are forming just yet, but you certainly slowed them down by doing that to the skyline. We're back round to Zolan.
Is this bloke unconscious? That's like landed.
He's very motionless.
How close am I to finishing my job? Am I like 20 seconds away?
Yes.
I may finish the job, right? I'm going to carry on finishing the job then for the moment.
Okay, fine.
And so with my homunculus, it can only do the dodge action on its turn, which is immediately after mine, unless I use my bonus action to get it to to do an action. It basically expand my bonus action for my homunculus to take an action. So can I get it, use a bonus action so it readies a ranged attack in case Mate Jim zombifies and comes to get me?
Yeah, assuming they can take any actions.
It has got a ranged attack.
Yeah.
Which acidic spittle.
Fine.
So we shall ready that
based on.
Yeah. If it gets up and starts
just if it gets up. Fine.
Towards me.
No problem. All right. But other than that, you're just repairing.
Yeah, you carry my repairs. Yeah.
It's just a ridiculous sight to see as all this is going on. He's still there hammering and whatever.
He's worried all the work's going to come undone with another 4 fall in on it.
Nollis.
Fuel.
Cool. So I've got this fella under the butt. I'm looking at Malkin, he's next to me. I'm going to offhand Little Man and Owl to you. And then Nollis is going to dash back to the office.
Okay. So with your full dash, you can your normal movement can get you wherever you want within the office. You've got this kind of desk on the right hand side. You've got this kind of clothes stand or coat stand. a bit of kind of rubbish littered here and there, and then you've got this desk or table at the far end of the room, and a little chair next to it as well.
See, again, you didn't mention the shawl.
Anywhere.
So you can give me a
Twice
really
you
quick.
not mentioned the shawl.
Give me a really quick investigation roll.
Investigation roll. Barely know what my own name is. I can't investigate things. And I can't.
You know,
No,
what we should have
no
done there
less.
when he passed
That
me
it?
the
No,
halfling,
no less?
we should have rolled a couple of Blood Bowl dice. See
If I'm doing an
it was a successful
investigation
hand.
roll, I can't dash, right? Because that's my action.
Your action. If you investigate, that'll be your action. Is what is your question? See what happens.
Because if it's going to be my action, I may as well do it as Bless. If it's not going to be my action, then I can't cast Bless because that would be an action. That's all I'm asking.
If you can, is bless an action or a bonus action?
It's cantrip, so it's an action.
So it'll be your action to cast bless, and then
I'm going to do it anyway because otherwise I'm going to be here for ages. So
Okay.
I'm going to do it with Bless. I'm using the right terminology. Guidance. Sorry.
Guidance.
Bless. Guidance, which is a cantrip. You need plus 4 to that, which I definitely need. It's only 7.
a 7.
Hmm.
So you have a quick ruffle.
Said it was on the desk.
Rifle
You
running.
gave me the halfling and you went to
Well, I thought it would just be right there, and you're not even in the room.
The only thing on the desk is like this golden, like a mantle, like a piece of clothing, like a
Oh.
golden piece of shawl
I
or
want to pick
hood.
that up. Does it have a key in it?
As you pick it up, you find a key.
Yeah.
Right.
Thank God.
It's the only thing on the
Take the
desk.
shawl as well. I mean,
Cool.
you know. look good.
He'll pocket the key, throw the shawl over his head. Is it halfling size, presumably?
Yes.
Jeez, this guy's fancy as balls. He's got a massive thing. Apologies. Massive shiny thing. Cool. And then that's my action. So I'm sticking
So you're
there.
kind of
Yeah,
within
massive
the
shiny
office
ball.
at the moment,
I do,
right
yeah.
by the desk,
It's a
having
health condition.
found a key within the shawl. After
God,
Nollis, we have Malcolm.
Malcolm, right, I was going to go back to the room. Now I don't know what I'm doing. I'm standing here holding a halfling's
Go
arse with an owl perched on
An
it.
arsling.
An arsling with an owl perched on it. I shall
Me off this
tuck
arse.
I shall tuck the halfling under my
Take me
arm,
downstairs, man.
and pull my my staff out of my backpack and ready an action so that if another halfling drops out of the sky at my feet and tries to attack, I can swipe it.
Okay, fine.
That's what my action is prepared for.
Sure. Okay, Malcolm. We go.
I'm still on the bridge.
No worries. Conrad, just kicking. I can stand up, you know. Thorny.
Don't trust him.
Funny, I thought he
Back
was
to me again.
unconscious. Did you knock
Can I
him
see?
unconscious?
Can I see the little unconscious halfling thing from where I am?
6 turns.
Yes, it's on the bridge, lying. Yeah, just landed.
Does it look in any way unnatural or undead or?
And give me your. Are you going up to it, or are you just looking from where you are?
I'll go up to it.
Going up to it.
Scary.
So if you want to give me a religion check.
That's not one of my preferred. 10.
It's unconscious. That's what you get from it.
I'm going back.
Okay, yeah. So you go up to it, look at it a little bit, come back to where your previous position.
Yeah.
Fine, no problem. Meanwhile, Zonan's just hammering.
It's going to camouflage into the silks and
Homer Simpson.
yeah.
Larry.
Cool. He's going to use whatever action he has to look below him and make sure none of these creatures are down on the ground level.
That's
Sure.
intelligent.
So make a perception roll.
Yeah.
It looks down to see a sea of undead halflings looking out. Nah.
18.
You look down, you've got pretty good vision on there. The doors were shut. You shut them behind you when you came in. They're still shut, you can't see anything.
Can't hear anything.
From below you can't. Nothing. There's nothing. Cool. Certainly stuff going on above you,
Chaos
but
up above.
there's nothing below you. that you can
So
see.
let everyone know above him. The exit's still clear down below. You might want to just try and shimmy down on a rope.
Or we
That's
could
it.
just take the lift down.
Okay. And Reap?
You shouldn't take lifts in dangerous emergency situations.
No, it's only if it's on fire.
Fire escapes in here are very poor.
Yeah, I'm saying.
Fire
Three.
escapes outside through the dome.
We'll probably. What can he do? He's probably just going to stay on the butt. I think. Yeah. Probably
Okay.
best for it.
Safe on the butt.
Okay.
Actually, no. He's going to fly down to the level below and sit on the lever which would lower the platform.
On the level below, okay.
Yeah, so he's going to
I
do
haven't
that.
got a pin for Reap. Let me pin.
He'll do that as his movement, and then he'll ready moving the lever as his action.
Okay, no problem.
Good luck.
He'll try to move the lever.
Sure. You see this tentacle. So probably you,
jeez.
Thorinir, you, Malkin, from above, just emerges from almost over the shoulder of one of these halflings, carrying this white mask, and it just comes straight in and it aims towards yourself, Thorinir.
Don't let it get to you!
Can you please make a charisma save?
Jeepers.
Did it break the window then? Is it like smashed through a window, or
It
it just
goes through.
just
17.
Ooh.
17.
can't touch this?
Just checking that was charisma.
No, it's just like charisma.
Hey!
The mask's like, yeah.
Fine. Yeah, so 17, you make the charisma save. You feel it. You manage to avoid it taking hold of your mask, basically. It's trying to overpower your brain and take you over, but you manage to snap out of it and push it away from you. It feels horribly. Yeah, it's not a nice sensation. Familiar, reminds you of some of the sensations you felt in the river, and a similar sort of thing.
Don't like this place.
We go round to the halflings on the roof.
They're on a rest. They're sleepy.
That's why they want pajamas so much.
They're still banging at this window. There's 3 of them up there now, all banging at this window. They can't break through it. They're really trying to bash through it and smash, but haven't got through yet. Zolan.
Conrack, what's going on? Does this happen often?
I'll rotate so that my back is to you.
Yeah.
You can see Conrad.
It happened before.
And what happened when it happened?
He looks down at the halfling on the bridge and the bit that you're repairing.
Yeah.
That did.
Oh, well, have I fixed the bridge yet?
Oh.
Have I fixed the bridge?
No, not yet.
Well,
But
I'm giving up
there's-
fixing the bridge.
okay.
I don't like this mask, so pip, I'm out of here. I am going to. I'm going to cast
Are you really?
Featherfall,
Oh.
but I can cast that for up to 5 people. But because they're my little aviator hats with the leather caps, the goggles that flip down, and the helicopter hood, I ain't got time to give these out, so I'm throwing them on the floor. I'm taking mine and I'm leaving 4 behind. I believe it's 5, or it could be 6. Hopefully it's 6. And
Say as many as we need.
I'm the hell over this bridge.
Yeah.
See you later.
Yeah. So you're
Putting
your hat on,
Yeah.
just popping the others down.
Yeah, well, I can
Well, we've
throw
seen
them
them
towards
before.
the people, but yeah, I won't be divvying them out.
We'll have to
One
make
for
a
you all,
roll
one
for
for you
that.
all. Or just to throw them on the floor.
Is it touch?
You miss and then drop off the bridge.
But really slowly.
Yeah.
Featherfall.
Look at that. Sorry, I should be helping.
I believe I'm on the right page. Da-da-da-da-da. So
60 feet.
yeah, choose 5. It says 5 falling creatures. Are we going to be that technical? No.
Can we all jump up?
We're not going to be that.
We'll be falling if
We're
we
not
leave
going to be that
them.
technical.
You're not yet. They're not yet falling.
They're not. No.
Yeah, but the thing is, we can fall for up to 60 feet.
No, so more than 60 feet.
range.
Oh,
You
right.
can choose
Oh, I
60
see.
feet.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you just actually have to throw the hats.
You can ready it.
Yeah. Can I be falling and have the rest of them readied?
It's like an Iron Man
But the
thing. It
thing-
just latches onto
The
it.
thing is, though, I mean, that's
60 feet
that's
away.
working it as a spell. He actually does a physical thing that he they're based around these things. So, does he actually? I mean, just by throwing the hats on the ground, is that not readying it?
He's
Yeah,
it's ready.
that's
It's readied. He can, because it's got to be all done in the same turn. Is the key thing. So it's readied for anyone who
Someone break the
falls
bridge.
this turn. In effect,
If anybody falls this turn. Alright, but I can still make the jump, yeah?
I'm happy with that.
See ladies! To the bottom!
So but it's a 6-second thing basically. So you're casting it right now.
Yeah,
How
cool.
far do you fall in 6 seconds?
It slows my fall to 60 feet a turn, is what we'll slow it to, and I can do that for a minute. And if I hit the ground, I just no damage. So yeah, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I'm travelling 60 feet.
So 60 feet takes you just slightly below where Claro is right now.
Have you got a hat?
Don't
Don't
need
people up here. You don't need one. All right, cool.
You
You
got
don't
now.
need.
I'm only 1 level up, 2 levels up.
You can jump
One
it.
level up.
You're on
2.
level 3.
Too far to
Yeah.
jump.
I might need a hat.
Okay, so Zone's fallen and cast already. The casting.
Yeah.
It's kind of all happening at the same time.
So if we plummet past you, then we'll start to slow down.
No, it will subdue your crazy fall to 60 feet a second, and as long as you hit the ground within a minute, you take no damage. The speed is irrelevant in this. As long as you've got the hat on and you hit the floor within a minute, you're all
How do
right.
we get the hat?
Knowledge.
Go on the floor, pick it up.
Oh, okay.
It's
Cool.
an area effect.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Cool. So I'm gonna
It will land on your head.
run out,
Grab a hat and jump.
and I'm just gonna bail straight over the side then.
Okay, so the second you take over the side, one of these hats kind of sucks to you somehow from behind. You hear it, feel it hit you,
High impact
and
on them.
Yeah.
this little propeller just whizzing down, and you two
And your
fall.
whole body weight is suspended on your scalp.
You pretty much
Horrific
fall.
experience.
Yeah, you pretty much fall alongside. Yeah, slightly past Claro. You just see Zola on one side,
It's
Nolus
gonna be
the
like
other
a
side.
swan dive as well.
Descending.
so.
Okay.
Head first.
Two
Actually
minutes.
speeds you up on the descent, yeah.
Okay, that's it for Nolus then. Malcolm.
Okay. How many of these did you throw down on the floor?
We're
5.
now.
Well, 4, because I've got 1.
Right.
3 in it. Yeah, 3.
Okay.
Yeah, 3 left.
So no throwing the halfling over the top there.
Yeah, you can do that.
Yeah, but he'll die.
But he can use feather fall.
Well, he'll get a feather fall, but then you won't.
That's fine.
Okay. I'll throw
Being
the
a
half.
strong independent adventurer.
I'll throw the halfling over the side.
Oh no, wait a second! It's flying over the edge. This hat takes to him.
Because of the angle at which I threw him, the hat lands on his butt, and so he's sort of hanging like that, butt up, as he. And then I leap over the edge,
Very good. So yeah, the two of you
backwards,
fall down.
looking up at the skylight as I fall.
Conrad butt first. Conrad. This would make a nice picture if anyone cares to join.
Yeah.
Very good. That is 4 of them, and then after you, Malcolm, we go to Conrack. He's just descending. There's nothing he can do.
Probably.
Oh! Thorinir.
I better jump off.
Okay, Thorinir, straight over the edge.
Just
I'm trying to avoid this mask, and
Yeah,
as it's
yeah.
coming right towards you, you just kind of fall backwards.
I literally just.
The hat, the hat takes to you, and the 5 of you descend pretty much in unison. You're all falling pretty much alongside one another. And then Claro, you realise that this is happening.
We're all
and you're-
dandelioning our
You're
way down.
still on the 3rd floor, so there's
Yeah.
3 levels beneath you.
Cool, so he's going to run for the lever to take him down.
Mm-hmm.
Hit the lever.
Yeah.
I don't know how much the stairs are going to move within my...
So yeah, you can get. So in 6, it will take a turn to go down a level.
Okay,
So it's gonna be 6 seconds.
cool. Yeah,
Wipe us all out.
Rotate, yeah, so actually it's still running north south. It's just coming straight.
Knocks
down.
the hat off.
Yep. So you're down that tier. That's kind of that was your action.
Cool.
And yeah, it's pretty much the 6 seconds to move.
Cool.
You
Can I move on to the one?
Yeah, you
the
can probably
next
just about
bridge?
take a step onto the ledge if that's what you want to do.
Yeah, onto the next bridge, right?
The next onto the next bridge.
Because they're all raised.
That one is alongside. You're right at the
Yeah.
moment. Yes. So you're stepping onto the the next bridge, which is adjacent to it.
Cool. Yep, sweet. And then up next is Reap. He's got 60-foot movement. Can he dive bomb down to the lever for the bridge that I'm on below the floor below?
Clever.
So he's going to dive bomb.
Head first.
Yeah, he's going to dive bomb down 2 levels. What's his movement?
60.
60. So yeah, he can get down to you, and he's going to hit the lever right. Try and operate the lever right next to you.
I realise it's quite heavy strength, right?
Yeah, give
But he has got momentum.
Yeah, give me a general strength check to see if he's able to operate that.
Nah.
Okay.
With -2, he's like
-2.
With
as
momentum?
it knocks him back as he hits it.
yeah,
Springs straight up. Okay, so
that's fine.
Yeah, but it's right next to you now. You're right next to one another.
Good move.
Okay. From the ceiling.
Didn't leave any hats up there, did we?
No, if we've taken them all,
Zombie halfling
yeah, we're
going
all
down.
right.
You hear the smashing of this glass.
Look down.
You hear, and you can see this glass now falling around you. Thorny, can you make a dexterity save against this glass actually? Because it's falling. Because it's falling faster than you are, in effect, and you are the only one in the rough vicinity of it.
I believe in you.
I believe I
In
can
you.
fall.
8.
8.
I can
You
hit
take
the
2
ground.
piercing damage as a large shard of this glass just kind of strikes the top of your
Nice.
your clavicle as you're falling
My
down.
clavicle.
Ah, my clavicle! And
That's where my
That was my
strongest
favourite
branch is.
clavicle.
My strongest.
this glass falls down, and as do a couple of halflings. So 2 of the halflings, 2 of them kind of break through it, and then another 2 just descend. The first one
Superhero falling.
hits into. From a D10. That one.
Oh, which bridge does it hit on the way down?
The first one, the top one.
Ah, disappointing.
Bonk.
Yeah, does he bounce off? Plummet.
You feel the 2 halfling bodies just descend. Both of them hit the top bridge, and you just hear this big crack. And you physically, as you look up, you see this line
Right down.
just yeah. You see this line just forming and cracking halfway along. It looks as close as possible to falling, but it hasn't.
Thank heavens for all
It
that gather
hasn't.
tape holding it together.
It may have helped, yeah, I don't know, my partial repair.
It hasn't fallen.
Was it because of
bridge!
Was it because of the partial repair? Did that actually aid?
Just one piece
Might
of duct
have
tape.
Yeah.
It's just
Holding together.
Okay, Zolan.
Yeah, well, I'm going to carry
You're
on.
still descending?
I'm going to keep on descending. I am going to send Minnie Elizabeth to try the lever as well. She got 30 foot of flying. Could she fly to the lever to activate the bridge that Clara was on?
She's got 30 feet of flying.
Yeah,
You're
would that
trying to
be?
release her there.
Throw her like a boomerang.
Yeah. Well,
And
yeah.
then-
Well, she flies independently.
Okay,
Yeah.
so she can fly.
Yeah, she can fly. Yeah.
What's her flying speed?
30.
30. So she's going to fly up to where Claro is.
Could she get to the?
She can, yeah.
Cool. Yeah. I'm gonna.
Is she after your turn?
Yes.
You'll have fallen another 60 feet.
I think that might be fine. I think she's completely.
She's not falling with you, is she?
No,
She's still at the top.
Oh, my apologies. I thought she was falling with you. So she's still on the top floor.
Well, I guess you would have probably descended the 30 feet when I jumped.
She's probably
So-
she's probably on the lever.
I think you're right.
So she was in your,
I think
she was
you're
in
right.
your satchel, was she?
Well, I put on the bridge, took her out of the satchel,
Yeah.
and then I jumped.
Then jumped.
Just left her on the bridge.
Well, I'm going to make the assumption that she came with me.
She came with you.
Yeah,
Okay.
I forget
So
about that
if she
sometimes.
came with you and
Yeah.
her turn is after yours,
Yeah.
you fall another 60 feet and then she has her turn.
Yes.
So she won't be able to get the carry.
That's right. Okay.
After all that.
So, but you have now descended to 10 feet from the ground floor.
Oh, lovely.
You're nearly the whole way down. You're just kind of descending nice and gently, and you're 10 feet away from the ground.
So close.
Okay.
Sorry.
We
Should we try
are
the
at
leader?
Nollis. Oh no, unless you want to do something with Elizabeth.
I send her back up
You can send her up 30
Yeah.
feet.
just to help, just if I
Yeah,
can.
so she can get kind of part way between level 1 and level 2.
Oh, can I?
Sort of flying
Yeah,
up
can
there.
I get a next to the lever on level 2?
You can get next to the lever on level 1.
That's the level 1. Sorry, yeah.
On the first floor, basically. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll
Fine.
try that then.
Good teamwork.
Teamwork.
Nollis.
Had to happen sooner or later.
Maybe there'll be some
How
combined effort.
far
Read
the
the
guys
goals.
on the top bridge look like they're moving on?
I mean, you're descending at quite a speed, so give me a perception, or relatively enough that it's tricky to see. Give me a perception check.
Oh dear.
It's not good.
It's
Nine.
really hard to tell because they're kind of through the glass bridge. They're kind of translucent rather than transparent.
And on the ground floor, does there seem to be anything untoward? Any slavering halfling jaws?
Not at the moment. It seems like this room is sealed by the door.
Cool. I'm going to knock an arrow, and the first dangerous slavering halfling I see, I'm going to shoot it.
Okay.
Other than that, I'm just going to fall gracefully.
No problem. You may do so. You are also 10 feet from the ground. After Nollis, who's after Nollis?
Me, I think. Isn't it?
You are.
Okay, I'm falling as well. Not quite as gracefully as Nollis. Attempting to be graceful, but not pulling it off in quite the fashion. I too will ready my weapon should, upon landing, anything nasty come out of the woodwork,
No problem.
stonework.
Okay, as is Conrack is falling also. He's kind of oh no, not expecting this at all.
I've still got his box.
He readies his Wolverine claws.
Claro.
To the size
No.
of a transit van.
Yes, Claro. Thorinir.
Sorry.
Thorinir, sorry.
Am I falling?
You are still falling?
And bleeding.
Anything other than falling you'd like to do? Apart from sheltering yourself from this glass.
Yeah. Just do this.
Yeah. Okay. Fine.
That's not gonna save your clavicle.
Yeah, you two are 10 feet now from the floor. Now, Claro.
He just goes.
So you pull this lever, you go down, you descend one more floor, and you've made it to the floor beneath you,
Which is
level 1. So you're one story above from these guys. They're 25 feet below you. Well, 15 feet below you.
he's going to de-bridge with his movement onto the final bridge to go downwards. Final bridge. And then use his movement basically to get to wherever the final lever is.
Sure, yeah.
And there is a tiny Gold Elizabeth on it.
The one with a thumb for a face.
So you're right next to the
Very-
dead halfling
Not a
from
very good face.
originally, where you're on this cracked bridge. again.
Yeah, he doesn't look very well. And he's just like, hey, Gold Lizzie. And that's it. That's his move.
Okay. Reap is on the lever above at the moment.
He'll fly on down, try the lever next to me.
With the help of Gordon Elizabeth.
Yeah. Come on, bastard lever! It's a 6.
Yeah. So trying, you can see it's trying, it's flapping its wings at it, but
Damn our hands!
okay. Here they come. So you see the shadows just descend from above. Okay, I think the first one's going to take that bridge down. So that wasn't the right one. So the top bridge, you hear another halfling just hit it, and this just shattering sound as the bridge at the very, very top splits into at least 4 or 5 pieces. It just starts to crash down. This loud noise as it hits the first bridge, a large shard of it, and then these great big chunks fall down as well. I am going to randomise
Gotta get this.
who
Give him the thing.
is going to make dex saves for one.
Level 7. Madness.
Okay, so Malkin and Conrack are the two to make saving throws.
Death save?
Jeez.
Dex save.
Oh, I've made it to the front. Holy shit.
Do you remember the time that Malcolm was squished by that gigantic piece of
Well,
wood?
that's a 20.
Da, da,
Natural
da,
20.
So you managed to.
So this huge shard of bridge comes falling towards me, and just as it's about to land on me, I take one Wile E. Coyote-ish step to the side.
Nice.
As Conrack strikes, so you haven't quite hit the ground yet. You're nearly hit the ground.
As I'm floating down,
Yeah.
I take a step to the side.
Conrack, utterly oblivious,
Oh, no.
this great big part of the crystal bridge just strikes him from above,
Conrack.
travelling at a great pace. It's a huge, great piece of the bridge. It doesn't look like it does it well. The middle shard of the bridge is going to shatter upon the
That's
bridge
going to be awfully
above
messy.
it, so not the one you're on, the one above you, and it will do a little bit of damage to it. So it seems that you see a little bit of a. It makes a loud sound, but you can't see any notable impact on the one above.
Does your reaction now use the lever? Because got Elizabeth on it.
Don't know.
What was your reaction?
Did I? Don't know if I had.
It's
Did
just
I?
got Elizabeth's action. Isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm not going to try and wheedle out of it. Continue.
And there's two other halflings which are jumping down as well,
We're almost there.
targeting the next bridge. So one of them just misses it entirely. So as one of them falls down, it just misses it by a moment. They're just falling. There's not a scream from them. They're kind of soundless. They just drop dead, and it just you see this halfling just fall, and the body kind of lands on the other desk on the ground floor, descending past you, and just lands horrifically. Knocked straight into this. Just makes a sickening sound. Knocks
Does
into
it
this
shatter the
desk.
till and spread coins all over?
Yeah.
Kind of right into this wooden desk. It just kind of hits into it and dents it, buckles a little bit. The other one does hit that middle bridge.
They're wearing uniforms. Like they're now
very hard to
excited
tell.
to come to work. Yeah.
One of them looks like a tomato.
The other guy on the floor had a uniform on, didn't
I thought you
he?
meant that they dressed as paratroopers or lemmings or something.
The bridge above you is very. You see this other halfling just rocket almost head first straight into the middle of it, and he hits it just in the kind of the sweet spot, and you can see it notably dip at both sides, but it doesn't shatter. You can still see a couple of halflings at the very, very top, kind of scrabbling up there from the shadow that's dropping down on you.
Right.
But it's back around to Zolan.
So have I got any? Everybody's obscured by a bridge, I'm assuming. When everybody that's fallen. Actually, no. The bloke fella landed on a till.
Yeah.
I'm going to firebolt him. I don't care if he's dead.
Okay.
He's getting the firebolt.
Fine.
Just because I don't want to find out if he's dead or alive.
Yeah.
He's just taking it.
Wow. I'll note you've also descended now the last 10 feet.
Perfect.
The feather fall effect brings you gently down to the ground.
Yeah.
You realise Conrack's feather fall hasn't quite been so gentle.
Oh.
He has been very much crushed by this large piece of bridge.
I'm going to lift the bridge off Conrack now. That other halfling can.
Okay.
Someone else can burn him. I will
So
try
you're
and.
gonna it's a big old piece of crystal.
I'm strong.
So you're going to give me your best strength check to see if you're able to lift it.
Yeah, boy. 17! You know when like
18.
you have mothers and their kids are on the buses and they lift them up.
Yeah, this is very heavy. You can lift it a bit, so you can lift it to the point whereby if he was moving, he'd be able to roll out.
Is he moving?
He doesn't seem to be moving.
Conrack, you absolute.
Seeping more than moving.
Yeah.
Have you got public liability insurance?
I have Conrack.
So Zolan the gnome just head in the face, trying to heave this big piece of crystal bridge.
Is the suction caused by minced halfling also holding this thing down onto the
He was
ground?
the translator. I had big things for Conrack. If he's
Yeah,
dead.
we could have used him.
Oh no!
He's bloody
he would have
dead.
been really useful, right?
Yeah.
there.
Well,
I need to fetch the bridge properly.
oh, no. God damn, it's been weighing on my mind forever. I guess that's an action, really. I guess going over there trying to. Yeah. Well, Mini Elizabeth's going to try and activate the lever on
Small Elizabeth.
on foot. Yeah, well, she's many limbs. Small Elizabeth. Yeah, she's going to try
Photoshop.
and
Micro
twist the lever. 0.
So
Yeah.
She's a little bit trapped under it.
Yeah. Oh, no.
How tall is she?
About a foot.
Okay.
Really? Yeah. She's not
Pin-
super small.
Just one
Or
wing
little
kind of
bit.
stuck slightly.
Yeah. Does she still have movement after that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to bring her down to the deck then, knowing that that Claro should be able to get himself down on his turn.
Yeah.
So come down to our level.
You could have brought me down.
What with little mini Elizabeth?
You could just use the lever on your floor.
Conrad was in more peril, I'm afraid.
Can I see
No, he wasn't.
underneath the
His peril is over.
underneath the?
I think.
Can I see Conrad?
Conrack, yes, underneath the
Yeah.
large piece
How-
of crystal.
How many dimensions does he have?
He doesn't look well. He doesn't seem to be moving, or you know, he looks
Cool.
very bad.
While the stones, while the piece of crystals are, I'm going to grab him
Yeah,
from underneath.
sure.
Hopefully, tug him out in one piece.
Yeah.
So cool.
Yeah, you were able to. Zolan's just
I got
about
half of
lifted
it.
up,
Oh,
lifted up enough for
Yeah.
you to be able to kind of pull
Slide
him
my
out.
hand in.
my legs are wobbling like mad.
Looks pretty dreadful.
He'll
Probably.
get a hernia.
Yeah, Matt. He's been crushed.
So there's no. I don't think there's any chance of saving him at all.
You can give me. Is there anything particular you're trying to do?
Or I could cast Spare the Dying, or heal him, or raise
He-
the bits.
He looks dead.
He's deaded, like fully deaded. Like
I
so
mean,
many,
he's been squashed under a gigantic piece of crystal.
so
bridge.
many deaded.
He's been properly crushed.
Okay.
Conrad.
Just gonna drop him like a
Mm.
group of old clothes.
Wet,
Then-
red old clothes.
Yeah. I guess I can't pull the lever nowadays because that'll be my action, right?
You've pulled him out. Well, I guess that's sort of movement because
Yeah. Okay.
you can move at half speed with somebody.
Cool. In which case, I'll go and pull the lever to let Clara down.
Okay. So the bridge obviously starts to descend, and you're able to make it
Okay.
down to the bottom floor, feeling just relieved to have your feet on firm ground.
Hey team.
Just out of interest, have all of the bits of the bridge now hit the ground? There aren't any more bits.
The top of
falling.
the top bridge, yeah, you can see the second bridge shattering.
More bridges to come.
Right.
Okay. So that is Nollis's turn. Malcolm,
I'm now down on the ground.
you are. Yeah. So all of you will complete your feather fall this turn.
Right.
Cool. Yeah, disappeared then the spell has ended.
Okay.
No more
Right.
jumping off stuff.
I'm going to. I'm going to run over to Zolan, pick him up, and run for the perimeter of the ground floor
Okay.
because I'm thinking that that next bridge is going to come down fairly soon.
Yeah. So you run over to him. So Zolan is 15 feet from you. So you can use 15 feet to get to him. You then
I've got 40 feet of movement.
So you move half that with him.
So I can
that
move-
means 15. So you're back wayside from the door. You are now 45 feet.
As long as I'm away from the perimeter of where bits will fall.
Yeah. Well, with 20 feet, which would be your dash,
Yeah.
if you use that, holding Zolan, just picks you up as you were trying to lift.
I run 15 feet up to him, grab him, and then with a dash, I have 20 feet of
Yeah,
movement.
you can get right to the lever that's nearest the door, which is only now about 25 feet from the main door.
Yes, I'm trying to get away as far away from.
So after another turn,
Falling
you can be
crystal.
out quite happily. Yeah.
Come on. Oh no, dash
Sorry.
was my action, wasn't it?
Well, I better run away.
Let's kill him, Clara.
I run to an edge.
So you, you're kind of on the west side of the room.
Right,
That's where you
right.
were initially. You've got enough movement to get out of the room if you want to.
Right.
Yeah. So you're just going to dash straight out. So on the east side of the room, you've got. So Nollis, you're kind of the furthest east left remaining in the room. Clara, you're fairly on the west side where the door is. You've just been taken over there. Thorny, you can get out. So Nollis is really, you're the furthest out in no man's land, as it were, other than Conrad. So Thorny, you run to that main door. Just open those big heavy doors. Push it out into the main area. You see that light spread back into the room from the main square. You are able to kind of free yourself from the interior.
Nice. Could I? Well, I'll just check and see what's out there.
Yeah, so you make a perception roll.
So
many halflings.
Load of halflings with climbing gear, just
18.
about to climb up the outside of the building and
So
go.
you're kind of you're looking around.
Black Hawk
You can
helicopter.
see a number of these halflings just kind of walking slowly
let's open the door.
towards this area,
Why did you open the door?
quite slowly and unemotionally, should we say. You can see probably about 4, and one of them's got this white mask with a black tentacle coming out of his head. And you're going to shut the door.
Well, I'm going to wait to hear what you say.
From the inside. No, that was it. Are you going to shut the door from the inside or the outside? So you're going to leave yourself in or
I'm
out?
going to leave myself in.
Leave yourself in, right up against the perimeter. Basically.
I'm keeping it cracked and keeping an eye.
Okay, fine.
Like this.
Okay. Cleric.
Cool. He's going to run up to where Thorin is.
So that's about 20 feet from where you are, so you can get to him quite easily.
He's still got 10-foot movement. Let's do this. Everyone.
X is that way.
Let's do it. So,
What?
I guess he's looking at Thorin, so he knows something's outside. He's going to shimmy all through that door because he wants to get out of here. This is bad. See, what's he seeing?
So same thing
Wait.
that Thorin saw. You see these 4 halflings that kind of from slightly different parts of the square just seem to be generally heading in this direction.
How far from it?
They are probably about 70 or 80 feet.
70 or... Well, which one is it, Jack?
75.
70 with that.
Where's the
actually.
one with the
Between, there's 4 of them. They're all between 70 and 80 feet.
Fantastic. Cool. He's going to stand there, ready a spell if they come any closer. Yeah, so stand back, you weird halflings.
Okay. Thank you. And Reap.
Reap's going to fly over and just sit in his hood.
Fine. So he's back with you. On the ceiling again, you see these small shadows. For anyone who's... Is anyone looking up at the moment? No.
Probably.
Yeah.
Because I'm still
Yeah.
behind, so probably.
Okay.
I was probably looking up as I grabbed
Yeah.
Zolan, just because of just in case anything drops. And I'm
You can
on
make
the
out
dodge.
another 2 up there, basically. And here they come! So, the first one... So they're both coming kind of dead centre. And the first one is striking down, hitting that middle bridge. That's not the right dice. Keep doing that. The middle bridge shatters, so it hits them right in the centre of that bridge, almost exactly the same point the previous one struck. It hits, his body kind of flings to the side, and this bridge just cracks in 2, and one end, some of it kind of retains its attachment to the ledge, but then this one very large piece and then a slightly smaller piece descend. This one is running north to south. You're largely going to miss all of it. Nollis, you've probably got a dexterity save, but it's not the hardest one. It's not. You're not going to take a direct hit from it, even if you fail it. Unless you get a 1.
Oh, it's a 1.
Good. 6.
A 6. So it is going to strike you, but it's more debris rather than the main impact of this gigantic great part of the crystal bridge.
Okay.
So
Meet my girlfriend, Debris.
so you're only going to take 2 piercing damage.
Debris.
It's
Debbie
It's your
McGee.
favourite clavicle.
nice.
Clavicle.
But this such a loud shattering sound that blasts in the centre of this room, but it's just off of the line of all of you because you're over on the west side. of the
residue.
you're slightly out of the way of it.
Was she on that? I was thinking more Paul Daniels.
The next halfling,
DVD.
the next halfling struck the one above you, the already damaged bridge.
Nice.
Ooh, he fell from quite a distance as well, didn't he?
Not my damaged bridge.
And lands thud on it. Again, you just feel these cracks just emerging from this original crack, just all over. You see these just hairline fractures starting to form.
Not sure thud is the right sound effect.
Or it's
Maybe
it's quite a thick crystal.
thwack.
Yeah, it's a good thwang. But it doesn't.
My favourite.
It doesn't take it down, but this bridge above you, I mean, this is right above all of you. You're right in the line of the doorway, and this is running west to east.
So mean, Jack. You are so mean to us.
We are back round. So you're peeking out the door. The halflings outside, they are just kind of continuing to head forward. So
The
if you
moment
had-
that they're 60 foot, I'll cast a spell.
so they probably all get within 60 feet of you this time.
Cool. He grabs
They're
the
slightly off. Say if you're doing an area effect, there's kind of in twos. So picture them in two groups.
How far apart from each other?
They're on slightly different parts of the square. Where's my diagram? You're probably looking round about 40 to 50 feet away from each other. So the closest ones are 40. The furthest.
So there's a 2 and a 3.
A 2 and a 2.
2 and a 2. Which one's got the mask?
The either you can target the one with the mask. We'll say
Oh,
the one on the right.
Cool. So he's going to grab the air. He's going to shift it like he's rotating a clock against its motion, and you'll see heat in the air. And in front of these halflings appears a huge flaming sphere, 5 foot in diameter. And if they're end their turn within 5 foot of that, they're going to take damage. That's flaming sphere.
And so that kind of was their movement. So they sort of do end their turn right where it is. So they will take how much damage? Sorry.
They will take.
Many.
Dead.
They have to do a dexterity saving throw versus my DC.
So at least
13.
Always.
No.
Cool. They take 2d6 fire damage, my friend.
Okay.
2 plus 4 is 6 damage each.
Okay. They both just. They're surprised by it, but they instantly, you see them both burning. You see them kind of caught on fire, and it's like a burning suit. You know, they're both on fire, just walking away to the side,
Slow motion.
trying to slightly pad it out, fall to
Oversized
the
suit.
ground, and then just drop down to their knees.
I told you to stay
Burning.
away. Yeah.
What happens to the mask?
The mask. Good question. Yeah, I guess the mask, as this happens, just disengages itself from the halflings wearing it, and you just see it kind of disappear away into the ether.
Cheers, mate.
Zolan, because that was a reaction, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So Zolan.
Is there still the mask? I'm kind of inside. Is that mask still in here?
You can't see it.
I'm carrying
See
you
it.
right at this moment.
Yeah. Will you put me down, please?
I'll drop you.
Thank you very much. Yeah. So I can't see it. Goddamn masks.
Yeah, because when I finished my move, I was 20 foot away from the door, so
Yeah.
you're still a distance.
I think it sounds like some gunslinging outside, and I'm going to join in. I'm going outside.
Okay. So you drop down, you run, you're actually
25
going
feet.
outside.
Can I make it?
You can get totally outside, 10 feet clear of the building.
Cool. Old mask face is getting it as well. I'm going to send a firebolt over.
Okay, so he's the other two halflings don't seem to have the mask, but they're both walking towards you.
Don't want mask, man. Crimson Invader.
The mask disengaged.
Yeah, the mask is you can't see a
So it's not
mask.
on
Fuck.
You can see 2 halflings walking towards you and 2 ablaze.
Oh, I'll ablaze the other people then.
Fine.
Damn.
So they are. What did I say?
funny, I thought blazes-
They'll be like
I-
60 feet.
I got
away.
120 feet on that range for a firebolt, which I saved the page. Trying to see. Make a ranged spell attack. That was a 20. You
Yeah,
rolled it over.
I did technically
Doesn't
move
hit.
that.
Yeah, it doesn't hit.
Like I did then.
That's fine. Don't worry about it. It's all right. Get 20.
I know.
Oh, 19, yeah.
So misses. Fine. Okay.
God, they got high AC, these
Novice.
guys. Careful.
Cool. Nollis is going to get out of there.
Oh, yeah.
So you're going to be walking towards the door.
What's your speed?
It's only 30 feet.
You're right. You're basically in the doorway with your full movement.
And I can see those guys. I'm going to take a pot shot on them. The one that I like.
So that would use your dash to get you all the way.
Oh, so I only have a dash. Cool. I'm going to dash.
Might have shot off the wrong way.
So full
All in
movement. You're
purple.
all pretty much clear. Well, we'll just see what Malcolm does.
Hang on a minute. If I do my normal movement,
Yeah.
can I see them see the guys outside the door from where I am?
Probably they'd have probably about half cover because they're
I'll
there's
dash.
lots of stuff in the way.
It's
People
all
in the way.
good. Mini Elizabeth come with me as well, just so she doesn't get crushed by a
Sure.
piece of
So full
Crystal.
movement gets you out there. Malcolm, you are
Go a
just
little
20 feet
20
from the
feet
door.
from the door. How far beyond the door are the 2 halflings?
60 feet.
Solid. I could get there with a dash, but that would.
Flip front.
Okay, I'm going to get up to the door, go 20 feet beyond the door.
Yeah.
And attack already in action. Attack already in action. I'm going to stand ready with my staff if either of the two halflings attack or survive the searing bolts of magic that are being thrown about. I'll hit him.
Okay.
Hit him.
Conrack isn't very well. Thorin.
Don't remind us, Jack. Evil man.
Will.
Conrack squelches at everybody.
Bom, 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 bom. Take a
I'm not
short
quite
bow
dead, you know.
and fire it at one of these
I can't feel my leg.
lingering folk.
Go ahead.
Oh, my arm.
What are you firing, sorry?
Short bow.
Short bow. 11.
11. Their AC isn't that high, so that hits.
Oh,
Oh, 19, man.
well then,
What's
Hello.
going on?
Are you going to come back for me?
I better give him a 7 piercing damage.
Yeah, so
Nice.
takes him
Really?
straight out. You manage to pierce him straight through the heart. Just drops back in an instant. Just collapses on the back of its knees and
That
kind of
could be
keels over
useful, you know.
on
Clara
itself.
gives you a thumbs up.
Nice.
That you, Thorin?
That's me.
Yeah. And then lastly, Clary.
Cool. So the two guys that I rinsed with flame.
They're still kind of technically alive, but they're down and dying.
Okay, down and dying.
They don't need any more damage.
They're not going
They're dying. They're in the process of dying.
Cool. And,
But
Let me
they-
die in peace.
Yeah. they're just blazing. And
Cooking away to themselves.
the one that is
Patting them like a cat.
left. How far is he from them?
from the blazing ones, we said they're 50 feet from one another.
Okay, cool. So he's just going to move the flaming sphere just in like a. You can move it 30 feet.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's as a bonus actually. So. Stand by, flaming sphere.
Are we going to need to get some trigonometry out here?
Yeah, probably.
'Cause that would.
Yeah. Yeah, I can move it as a bonus action 30 feet.
Mm.
I don't think I can move it as an action another 30 feet, which
Yeah.
would be preferable. But I can't. So he's going to move it 30 feet towards these chaps.
Okay, so it's approaching. There's one guy left.
Yeah.
It's approaching him.
And given that I have a turn and I can use it, that was my bonus action. Just fire a fireball and
Fine.
Oh.
Through the big ball of fire.
yeah. This is flame central. So yeah.
Lighting up.
We don't know because we can't read the signs.
Oh, Ollie, hit the
Hey.
Ollie, hit the right button on the remote control.
Oh dear.
Monitor's
What does that
about to
even
turn
mean?
off.
Okay.
What does that?
Too late.
We're still
Sanity. Yeah.
We are still alive. It is a 11 to hit.
Okay. That'll hit.
Still close.
Yes.
Lovely.
Yeah, Florina.
Cool. He takes 1d10 fire damage.
Okay.
That
I just won't be
is-
able to fade the credits out if I can't see that.
Right, near work.
They took credit.
Cool.
The right button. You know you're right, yeah?
One
right,
whole
green
damage, Jack.
It's no work.
1 damage.
Yeah.
It does not quite.
Big red standby
It does
one?
not quite
Try
kill
slapping it
him.
against your thigh.
It just
Our bonus has gone
flames
down.
across his flank.
Yeah. Just slows him up. You know, you see.
Oh yeah, the
Okay.
control.
Yeah,
He
it does
broke
that.
the control.
Oh,
grief. And Reap.
you give the remote to Jack.
Reap will. This guy's 60 foot away. It's not really worth it.
Dive
So
bomb.
Reap will just stay where he is. He's
Okay,
basically. Hopefully, he's in cover by me. I hope.
At this
It's not
point,
working, is it?
during their turn,
Do you want
You've killed it. You
I'll
have.
say it.
I mean,
Give
Can
it
we all, can we, can we
Give
all
it-
have a go at that?
at this point, the
Magic does exist.
Turn it off again.
the halfling, as it was walking towards
Nobody
you,
likes a
hit
smart
by
man.
this fire,
Yeah.
it just turns around and just starts walking away.
Oh,
Quite casually, there's nothing panicked, like it's just been hit with a giant fireball or anything.
Yeah.
Whoa, whoa,
Just turns
whoa.
around, just starts strolling off into the distance.
So you didn't actually need to incinerate the other three.
You
We know that now.
are now out of combat should you choose to. If you want to finish off that halfling, you're welcome. But he's just
Yeah,
he's
shit,
just
why not?
walking
Shoot
away.
him. In the back of the head.
My flaming sphere into it?
Absolutely. Yeah. So you do so, and this halfling as it's walking
Come on,
away
come on. You gave me no end of abuse
Just
for
sets
stealing
alight.
one ring.
and just tries
He's
to keep on walking,
incinerated half a
but
dozen
just
halflings
ablaze,
for no
eventually
apparent reason.
suffocates, kind of falls to its
Given that I'm
knees.
going to ram the flaming sphere into him, can we say that he just turns into black dust?
I mean, eventually he's going to turn into black.
He'll leave it
dust.
there until he turns into
Yeah,
black dust.
it's quite some time, but he gets
Okay.
yeah, he's just burning. He's just burning.
And after a minute, that just flicks out.
Okay, fine. Yeah, he's incredibly seared and scorched when he turns around.
Yeah.
And with that,
and looks over his shoulder at you with penetrating eyes.
You're a thief. Next
You're a
weekend, we will be at
Which is worse?
Bristol Comic Con, in which you can debate with us whether a thief is worse than a murderer. I think it's obvious. So please come join us in Bristol. We will be there for 2 days, Saturday and Sunday, playing D&D,
University
teaching D&D
Sunday.
at the
University of the West of England, UWE. I don't know exactly where it is.
Bristol. It's just north.
French A.
And, yeah, French A, north of Bristol. So please come join us.
Sweet.
we look forward to seeing you there. Thank you very much for everyone who's joined us again. Thank you, Anna, for the lovely pictures of coming to see us.
Yeah, and if you're watching on YouTube, please like and subscribe.
Excellent.
Ooh,
Yeah, thank you.
Yes.
And Twitter and Facebook and all those other things.
Until next time,
Oh,
we have been
DieRolling!
Hello, boys. Pink lemonade?